think about you a lot.
Inside my head, yeah, you are the devil running through my mind. I can't get on your level. I swear to God I tried. Ding, ding, VRL. I am not under your spell. Ding, ding, VRL. Turn around and turn ahead.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. You know, Chills, I actually think you give me a fantastic idea. What if instead of the normal stream transitions that I do, right? They're very box standard. I found like an artist or something, or just found like a smoky effect, and I found the sound for vanish, right? And every time it's transition for the stream, it's just like smoke, and then it's just like the next scene. And every single time there's a vanish sound. I think that would be annoying if I ever switch scenes too much, but that would be kind of good, huh? This way I can literally be, or if I have to AFK, right, a vanish, and I'm like, as if I'm not there at all whatsoever, right? I think that would kind of work out pretty well. Yeah, or stealth noise, sure, yeah, whatever can work. I was thinking vanish, but that stealth noise is iconic. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. This is gonna be the first time we're hosting some 5v5s on a 10-2. It's here. Finally. We've been waiting this whole time. We didn't get to do any last week at all because of BlizzCon. Got 4, need 1 more. Yeah, dude, honestly. Yes, there we go, dude. There we go. Hi, all dude. Welcome, welcome. It's going to be a little weird getting back to the swing of things, but we are going to do it today. I'm very excited. I feel like haven't done those in ages. Music, apparently that's going already. All right. That's cool. I didn't plan for that, but here we are. Yo, EU, hope you guys are all ready, man. I want to see some Outlaw Rogues tonight. I want to see some Unholy Death Knights. I want to see Warlocks. I want to see Hunters, Beast Mastery specifically. I want to see some Assassination Rogues. I want to see some... What else is there? Ally Shamans? No, those guys don't really get anything good until the tier set, right? Also, let me know if the music is loud or can be louder. I feel like it could be way, way louder. At least in my ears. Alrighty. Is this gonna work? Is this a thing? How long has this been a thing? Chat, how long has this been a thing? Because my webcam has been a little off to the side apparently for like ever now, huh? Wow. Thanks for letting me know, boys. Appreciate it. Can't believe it. What's it, Friday? I'm not playing all of the day. Okay, Saturday. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's Saturday. Expect smoke, advantage effect to be ready for War Within. Okay, before War Within, I can totally get behind that. Yes, I can get behind that. I'm okay with that. That's something I could work with. Dude, it keeps telling me that I have a new mount or something to collect from here. I don't. Every time I relog, it says, hey, you got some new collections. No, I don't. No, I don't. Unless I actually do, it just doesn't tell me. I don't know why it doesn't tell me. Yo, but do we need a groups? Who's got a group right now? Is my man Plush? Do you got a group? Do you got 5? Do you need more? Let me see. Bolton Core. I'm gonna get a group going in case Plush is hopefully ready with just extra. Can I join? Anybody and everybody can join for duels. Yes, let me just go get my like copy paste thing for the duel stuff. Where does it go? Is it just my like important links? I think it is important links. I'll find it in just like a second. Here we go. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to. How to join. Bam. Beautiful. Let's see some Demo Warlocks. I think, isn't Demo supposed to be insanely good with the changes because they're less CD based and more like buff based? Or am I wrong about that one? Or more like head based, more sustain based, which should be really good. How many we got? 5? Awesome. So we need 3 more for the team EU, and we should be good to go. Boys, we got Grifka in here. We got Holy Saya and Grifka on the same team. I feel like that's a mistake, but we will see. I feel like that is a terrible, terrible mistake, but we'll put them together and we'll see how it goes, apparently. Isn't fully geared, but yeah, good enough. You know what? As long as you got a little bit of honor gear, or if you got like Conquest gear from last season, or if you got the bloody token gear this time around, you actually have better gear than everybody. If you got the bloody token gear, it's pretty close to one another, but it's definitely a grind. Surely it can be the only one that thinks this episode started. Wondering how many unholy deacons you're gonna see. I am hoping we got a few, man. Need 1. Okay, so you guys need a Unomasu real quick. I still gotta do a thing in the background real quickly, so I'll just skip the group. You guys are more than welcome to join in while I'm doing something in the background. It's gonna take me like a second here or two. But and then we'll start going through the BNet stuff. But yeah, how y'all doing, by the way? Hope everybody's having a good one. I'm totally ready for the day. I am definitely not like struggling. Definitely have everything together today. Definitely didn't just throw this on together very quickly. Actually, I threw this on as soon as I woke up, but I woke up at like 11, and I was doing some IRL stuff and getting some footage. I was trying to figure out what kind of video I want to do for tomorrow. I do want to get the guides out of the way, but I feel like I want to get a bit more spacing in between, because just like doing the guide, that's a lot of research. I got to condense all together, get the footage, get the B-roll, get everything I need to like make it exactly how I want it to be. And I was very satisfied with how Outlaw Guide came out. I'm just kind of trying to figure out like Assassination and Subtlety. I shouldn't have to do too much work, but definitely more than Outlaw. All the bloody topic gear, like 2-hour grind, maybe 3. It's not terrible. Like it's good gear. I'm personally waiting until the honor vendor is up, just because I feel like it's going to be much easier for me. Plus, I got a lot of alts I got to manage, and I got to do video stuff, so I thought bloody token gear would be really fun if I had a lot of free time. But I don't. I'm a busy boy. So I decided I'm going to wait until the new honor gear is out, because then you'll just buy the whole set and you're good to go. I do have my enchants and everything already, so at least I'm ready for like that. And I do have a last set from season 2, which is decent enough. Took me 30 minutes to find more PvP quests. I like 60 people there. Yeah. Deciding if you either go to sub or a SAS guy. A sub or AS guy? A difficult decision, right? Definitely gonna do Assassination Road Guide first, if that's what you're asking. But I know what you're asking. No, definitely gonna do a SAS guide probably ahead of Subtlety, just because Subtlety didn't really get anything new. Plus, it's probably still gonna be really good. But like, Outlaw is kind of nuts. And so is Assassination. So I foresee that those two specs will get a ton more play. Maybe. I'm guessing here. But like, it just call it a vibe, right? Call it a vibe that I've gotten from like rate testing on PTR. You know? Lag was insane. Yeah, no, lag. I mean, everybody on the mother popping out in the open world and doing stuff together, for sure it's gonna get lag, man. Gonna get a lot of that. Dude, it's so long since I was here. Yeah, I know. Are you gonna be joining any of these? You know what? Let me actually, I really want to get my, let me just focus on the background stuff really quick. So Dallas the ass guy with the vibe. I feel like if that's the kind of question you're asking, I'm actually a sub guy in that department then. If I had to be honest, Ichiro. If I had to be honest, assassination kind of guy or a sub guy from your question, probably sub guy. I feel like the sub community doesn't get in the way that you're asking the question. I feel like there's so many assassination type of dudes. You know what I mean? I just want to represent the other side. Okay, dude. Okay, now. Alrighty there, bud. Wrap it up. We got more? Hold on. A whisper? Still need one. Okay, so you guys are looking for +1. I am not even looking for more. I would be going through my BNet really quickly just to get the groups together and whatnot and asking boys around, but I'm just trying to get a thing done in the background. You know what? I think it's good enough. Hold on, I was like, what do I want to call this? I am definitely not behind on videos. I'm definitely not sitting here trying to figure out a good title for, a fantastic title for a Duels video. I have one job, multiple jobs. In fact, I'm juggling a lot of things at once. I don't have one job. I gotta make the video. I gotta make the thumbnail. I gotta write the script. I gotta film it all together. I gotta edit it together. I gotta think of future projects, right? I'm doing multiple things. I'm spinning multiple plates here, man. I'm feeling like IRL. I'm feeling like a survival hunter of Legion. Just spinning multiple plates at once. Just making sure they're all getting those spins. One of them starts spinning, everything goes. That's basically how my life has been for like ever now. But yeah, make a title, SS versus subs. I think so. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. You know what? I'll come up with a title while we do these, because I'm just taking forever. He left to get down to 4. He got 5 down to 4. What the hell? Who keeps joining and leaving? You're a group, man. Who keeps joining and leaving? Yo, Belly. Hey, hold on. Belly, wanna join 5V5 1V1 DUELS fam? Hold on, let me start going through my BNet now. Yo, hey, my guy. Duels tonight? Hold on, Kreiser's around. We can get him in on Calvin. Does Frostboss want to join in? Hey, Frostboss, wanna join 5V5 Duels tonight, friend? Ido, you're more than welcome to join if you want to. I'm gonna guess Katarina's already in. Too fast. Who is this again? Pandera Mage. I'm gonna ask. Hey, oh, hold on. Jesus is in? No way. Hold on. Hey, to wanna join 5V5 1V1 DUELS, friend? Keisuke's on too? Hold on, let me ask Keisuke. Hey, Keisuke. Wanna join 5V5 1V1 DUELS, friend? Where's, Grain? Grain is not online. That's unfortunate. I love watching Grain play, man. One of the best arms warriors I've ever met in my life. One of the best arms warriors ever. Just an absolute beauty. Also, where's Jerks? Where is Jerks? Hey, hold on. Hey, Nick. Doing them duels tonight, friend? Hold on, Nick and them probably could join in too, yeah? Only got gear. All season 2 gear should be good, I think. We don't have season 3 gear yet. Yeah, I think if it goes in with season 2 gear, I think Alexis is gonna be fine. All good, friend. All good, friend. All good, friend. I can't type, man. So Franz bosses no. What about you? Yes. Yes, I got a spot for 2. I actually do have a spot for 2. So I got 3. 2 more with you. We got a group. Hold on. Or what am I? Orlando. Plus, you just need a +1. And I got a group actually. Because if Jew wants to join in, J-O-O, probably 1 or 2 duels. Okay. Okay, I got a group. You could join. They listed, I can get you in there in a sec. Hold on a second. Let me know when to invite. Hold on. Let me know when to invite. Friend or Arc Liblo coming. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so we got homies actually join in. Too fast? Yeah, my guy. Need your buddy. Invite a friendo. If you invite a friend, we should be able to get him in. Guy joined the queue. Called... You right one? I have no idea. I'd grab him. I'd grab him. Why not, right? At least then we'll have 2 groups available. So that was Oku. How you doing? I'm a short-handed name like that. Step down my rank 1 in the world was dethroned by 999 Mythic Demon Hunter for VDH community being ruled by a guy breeds. Yo, he's got to topple you, man. He's got to topple the king. You know what I mean? Hey, feel free to I can't spell, man. Feel free to suggest your friend. Too fast. There we go. Throw him with one of these. Suggest your buddy and we'll be good to go, I think. But yeah. Dude, this is so weird coming back to duels. We didn't do them last week and that was just BlizzCon, right? I was just already like overwhelmed with BlizzCon as it was. But to come back to the regular, I'm actually kind of excited. I need to think of a damn title for this video real quick, dude. Oh my god, hold on. It's your boy Kiosk, man. Iraq? Is that the friend? Oh, that's Nick's friend. I can get you in. Is that Too Fast, friend? What's Too Fast? What's your friend's name? Or is he friends with Nick and them? Is it full, bro? Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out real quick. Hopefully he'll read my message here in a bit. What are you maining this patch? You know it's gonna be Rogue, man. After a fantastic like revamp that we've gotten, of course I'm maining my Rogue, and I'm most likely playing Outlaw because it's actually looking really good. But even then, like I probably still main Outlaw unless it was just like absolutely dumpster. Like season 2 Outlaw actually wasn't that good. Like when you think about it, this season, new changes, new revamp, new me, new Outlaw, new me. I got my crack, man. I got my crack shot ready. You know what I mean? I'm like Dave Chappelle. I'm like crack. I got my crack. I got my crack shot. I got it. I got what I need. There we go. We got your friend. Got a homie right now. Ah, we just filled. But as soon as a spot is open, I will get you in, homie. Oh no, even Cries is like, yo, get me in here. I can. 1 sec. Okay, this group is ready. Okay, okay, this group is ready. I'm gonna pass lead to Holy, then we good to go, I think. I think. Let me see if we can. Now you guys are joining in. All right, I'm in the list for now. Pass your lead. Get out here. I got 5. Let me ask real quick. And then, holy sire, where you at? Breezes. Breeze. Where's the man? There's a man right here. Here we go. 1, 2 with me. Yo, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, my guy. I'm gonna get the duels mix going. We got 5? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. That should hopefully work. I think. I'm so dead, Kick W. I think it'll be fine, man. Let me just think of like, give me like 2 seconds, chat. I just had to think of like a title. Okay, I got one. It's fantastic. It is amazing. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna be like, wow, that's a Dalaran title right there. Oh boy. It's not wrong, huh? It is true. Oh man. I've had a nice Thursday, by the way, chat. I'm actually in this madness of 10-2 stuff where there's just so much video stuff to work on. I actually found time to have a break and just relax. Play some Baldur's Gate, watch some anime, and I'm actually very surprised I was able to do that, because normally, new patch, I'm just like grinding eternally, permanently, forever. Orlando, Breezes, 5, the grand 1. We gotta go. And Kreiser, my man, hopefully, I don't know if you're in chat or not, but I'll get you a group as soon as the spot is open. I'm gonna get you in. So, Plush or Breezes, if you guys need a +1, you can always get my boy in there, right? Hopefully, maybe, potentially, you know what I mean? Oh, One Piece? Yeah, dude. No, not One Piece. That would take me forever to get into, man. You know what I've been watching? ReZero, second season. I started with picking up girls in dungeons. Then I rewatched, because I used to watch this way back in the day, Aldna Zero. It's like a mech anime. Super, like, underrated. Nobody watched it, except for me. I actually liked it a lot. It was a good rewatch. And now it's like ReZero second season. I'm catching up with a lot, man. I've been out of anime for so damn long. So I'm just playing catch up, okay? Like, last time I subbed to, like, I think it was Netflix and then a little bit of Crunchyroll. I just caught up on, like, you know, My Hero Academia and, what was it, Cyberpunk? That was a banger. I enjoyed that. That was actually a blast. Studio Trigger just blew it out of the park. And I'm just still playing catch up, dude. And to get into the track that is One Piece, I feel like would just be impossible at this point for me with Twitch. You know, let me take baby steps to get, you know, acclimated. We got this Demon Bot. Wait, Demon Bot. Why is it named Demon Bot? What is this thing? Why is it named Demon Bot? I didn't know I'm supposed to think you are a bot. Jareem, gotta be first up for Team 1. Somebody's missing over in the Team 1 Plush. Big hunt immediately by Demon. Trying to see if he can play out to those new revamps. Trying to see if he can crack the defenses of Jareem with a Soul Freak. I always get that ability right, but Soul. Big immunity for Demon Bolt. That's your mobility though. Mans might be in trouble. Needs something for this. That's a big touch to the Magi, coalescing a lot of the damage around him. Jareem does get behind the pillar. Demon Bolt. At least I want to call you Demon Bolt. I don't know why I want to call you Demon Bolt every time you see your name. Trying to see if he can establish a bit of Ring of Fire. No kicks available for the guy. I think he just might be done and done. Barrage is all he needs. Jareem just walked away from the guy and just missiled him little by little. My goodness. Okay, Mage didn't even get that many changes too, so the man is just walking in and just blasted. I feel like Jareem last week tried to get a couple plays, and he's got a couple of kills here and there, but this week I feel like this man is just feeling refreshed. Interrupt immediately onto the fire, locked on Arcane, big blaster available for Jareem. Gwenzo might be in trouble, try to see if he can encapsulate the guy with a big old tomb of Frost, trying to see if he can barrage the guy down, but it's going to be a touch of the Magi, sending the other Frosty Mage back behind the pillar. Might be an ice back out of the guy pretty early. Brad by Gwenzo as I'm swapping to a wrong guy entirely. Paladin right after him. Gwenzo's still kind of behind on health. Got himself a bit of a shield. That could be spell stolen in a moment. The Ring of Fire knocked out on that one. Got himself full burst technically, but Jareem's just not taking any damage. This is your icing his opportunity. And right now you should be doing the most amount of damage, but the man's got really not much going on. Ring of Fire. No touch the magic for this one. Ice block right there. Jareem for right now for the Archimage. That's a pretty good setup. At least you're forcing out one of the two immunities that Quentin's gonna have on his side of the arena. As Quentin trying to see if he can maybe shift around to the other side of the pillar. Does have himself the Not the full zonal combo, because if you're playing as a Frost Mage, if you drop down a Blizzard on somebody while they're behind the pillar, and the Frozen Orb, and the Ring of Fire, that's actually a lot of damage that the enemy, like if they're just trying to hide away from behind the pillar, they can't deal with it at all. Locked out of Frost, try to see if he can maybe get that Snowdrift ability to get maybe some kind of value. Fire does hit him with a Ring of Fire, does pop back in a Ring of Fire though, so all that health you just recollected back from all the time, it's just gonna get burned away. As Jareem trying to find an angle, looking for a big Arcade Surge, does establish it, has himself touching the magic, could go for a big setup. As long as he doesn't get locked out on Arcane, he might be okay. No kicks available. Actually, Quest has got nothing. Unless you got an ace block right now, you might just go down, does get himself a block last second. As Jareem does take the opportunity, as soon as you lock them on Arcane, there's no more interrupts available. Quenza pops out of the ice block. He does have a Ring of Fire, immediately attacking him with a misses behind the pillar. I think this man just might be done and done right there, right? I think the students might be out of the runnings at this point. Jareem trying to see if he can establish a Ring of Fire, Ring of Frost. Quenza trying to see if he can maybe get himself a bit of a play. ICV is available, lots of shatters, but Jareem is taking 0 damage right now. Does get locked out on Arcane for a moment, but he's actually just doing mostly just fine. Quenza starting to get himself a bit of a recovery. Breath of Fire does still throw down a Ring of Frost. Is gonna hit Jareem with a Polymorph for after, trying to see if he can get that freeze. Jareem is not gonna let it happen. Quenza right now is literally playing around that one big button, the Snowdrift. Big blast available for Jareem, touching the magic at the ready. Quenza trying to see if he can maybe delay as much of the damage as possible just behind the pillar, but he's still taking constant damage from this explosions of the touch of the magic. Ray of Frost does try to go for a kick, but it's actually going to be juked out by Quenza. But at this point in hell, there's just not much you can do. As Jareem does get himself a second guaranteed kill right afterwards with the Grifka, as a Subtlety Rogue gonna be up next. Now, sub rogues, I don't think are changing much for 10-2. In fact, I think they're about the same. Actually, in fact, they actually might be even more deadly, because you do have the Garmo's Bite. I'm expecting that thing all the time out for Jareem. And this is where Grifka, I think, is just going to delay blind. Jareem does blink trinket out of it. Just going to throw Arcane Orbs into Grifka's Ring of Smoke Bomb. Trying to even drop down a Ring of Fire in there. Grifka is still taking a little bit of damage. Jareem going for the Instacast. At some point, Grifka is going to have to make a big play with a Vanish Shadow Strike to follow. Just trying to see if he can maybe end this duel very quickly. Does go for the Garmos, but the Garmos doesn't do nearly the same amount of damage as it does over on the PTR. Either Grifka did not stack up the Garmos Bite damage from all those backstabs. That, or he didn't really go for a Symbols of Death into a Garmos, which is what, depending on the kind of build you're running with the Rotten, that's what would give you a lot of damage. Jareem just got himself big AoE explosions everywhere. Grifka with the sap has himself everything still available. Still one more Vanish, Cloak of Shadows and everything, but he doesn't have a Smug Bomb anymore. And if Jareem could maybe force out the rest of those cooldowns with full burst out of the Arcane, Cloak of Shadows for Grifka, does he look out for the Vanish potentially? Doesn't really want to close the gap or back away, looking for a kick, looking maybe for a stun. Blink available for Jareem, got himself a little bit of that Prismatic to give himself that health recovery, and Grifka just get blasted out from a distance, slowed down entirely with barrages, rotted him down. Vanish is available. Jareem trying to see if he can get him out in the open with a shifted power, but Grifka does vanish and go to reorganize behind the left side of the pillar. As Jareem is out in the open looking for the guys still eyes available. And Grifka, how much recovery do you really have? You do have a Mage in your team with 2 fast. So I don't know if you picked up like a Mage food or buff or anything. But if you did, are you going to use it? Are you going to do it? Because Jareem, if he is careful, should be able to see where you are. Going to this side of the pillar, should be going to the opposite side while the eyes are still on him. And maybe if you go for Arcane Orb around the pillar, not going to be able to find him. Looking really committed to that far side of the arena. The eyes are down for Grifka. Does get himself the much needed recovery. Jareem almost finding the guy randomly. Does go for the blink. All the time available. Does Grifka maybe delay some of the burst right now? Might want to try to go for a kiddish. Lock it down. Jareem does get to escape it. Second polymorph right after is going to be a Grifka. Getting close. Breath. Poly at least get himself a proper establishment of burst. That is going to be touching the magic on top of it. Trying to see if he can knock Grifka back. It is going to be an interrupt on that arcade damage, but Grifka is still taking lots of hits. The man does not have an easy escape. He doesn't have Vanish, burning it defensively and offensively rather. And it's going to be still lots of bursts. Jareem getting interrupted. Grifka does go in for the execute at the very end with Ratka trying not to let him out of his sights at all points and immediately gouge right after. Grifka is under a ton of pressure. Gouge is not going to be enough. Does have himself Cloak of Shadows. Maybe could use that to get away. There's going to be a bleed on him right afterwards. That cannot find a reset anymore. Has to have himself a go. Ratko does have a trinket in case he needs to. But at this point, do you really want to use it? I don't think you do. Because Grifka, he is bleeding out. Those bleeds are doing so much more damage than before. Does he have the execute? I think it's just done and over for Grifka. That Rupture, it is going to take it down. A couple of auto attacks through the wall. Those dots are actually kind of threatening now for rogues. The bleeds with Rupture or Garrote, if they actually get bleeds and poisons on you, it's actually supposed to do a lot more damage than before. Holy Saya. I like the mog. Look at this, dude. He got himself the Deathly Paladin mog. Immediate trick it. Blind to Ratko does not need to play around the subtlety double vanish shoot cooldown reduction thing versus Assassin. But for Ratko, he better use his offenses and defenses early. Stun, I think he's just over, right? Cheat death last second. Does try to see maybe we can go for a bit of damage. Vanish last moment. Does he have any dots on him? Because Holy Saya usually does play into a dot heavy Paladin build, especially when you got like the X-Berg dot from the Blade of Justice or Wake of Ashes with the dot damage over time from that. That's usually pretty good when it comes to dealing with the rogues. Ratko does have Katarina on his team, trying to see if he can sneak away with a little bit of food. Holy Saya, if he's careful, should find him, does catch him, does not let the food get any value. Blind, but the Wake of Ashes still just burns right through you. Is there a dot? I think Holy Saya might not be playing a dot build. Bubble out of this with Ratko is just, at this point, just over. Unless he can somehow just live without evasion, there's just nothing he can do. It's either Katarina or Plush up next. Which one of you is it going to be? It's probably going to be Plush. It's actually only 4 over in Team 1, isn't it, huh? So they actually are holding the fort pretty well, especially with Griff getting like 1 or 2 kills. I don't even know. I think he got at least. Oh, is Griff on the other team? I'm not even sure anymore. Who are we missing in Team 1? That's the team with Plush. Okay, well, just to get you guys a +1. I know a homie. I know a guy. Potentially Duster Warlock can join you guys. Get a shot immediately. Blasting protection for Holy Saya. Hanging out by the eyes just to make sure in case Plush goes in for a vanish, he can still see you. It doesn't even matter. The eyes are revealing your location immediately. Do you have a second vanish? Try to see if he can use Cloak of Shadows. But he's able to deal with a vanish. Look how much damage he's doing to Plush without Plush being able to escape whatsoever. Does put dots on him. Trying to go for Shadow Mode. Doesn't matter. Stun to follow Drake. And right after Holy Saya is just committing all of the damage. Does wall off the secret technique and does no damage whatsoever. But now that the eyes are waned off, Holy Saya, all he can do is maybe go for a bit of a reset. Plus, does not have any dots on him whatsoever. So Holy is looking for that big recovery. Could always go for the Zendalari ratio to regenerate, but he just needs to be sure where the rogue is at. Because if he gets sapped or attacked while he's regenerating, that's a lot of that healing is just gone out of the window. For Plush though, that is 2 vanishes burned in a single blessing protection. That is not a trade you want to have whatsoever. However, Holy Saya is out there. If you're checking out his cooldowns, he is kind of naked. He got a trinket, maybe laying hands at this high dampening. It's barely gonna heal much. Shield of Vengeance, wall, maybe Blessing of Sanctity is the right time, maybe. But it's gonna be it's just not a lot of immunities anymore. Does pick up the Iron Kiss, Rogue gets up another vanish. Plush though does not have one, so that's 5% more damage for him, in fact. And so Plush plays it right. 5% more damage can be a huge amount of burst compared with all the other buffs that you have overlapping. Shield of Vengeance proccing right in the Rogue's face. Cheat death right after. There's just nothing he can do. It's just over, slamming the guy down with a Templar's Verdict with Katarina, which should have an advantage over a Paladin. Normal bubble available, trying to go for a poly, but does get slowed down on the consecration. Versus a Paladin, mages are generally in a good spot, and as long as he can take care of him and deal with 2 fast right afterwards. Oh, Pandaren, I like it. Might be actually okay. Ring of Fire around the corner. For Holy Saya, at least, he needs to find an opportunity to get himself a regenerating going. If he can get line of sight, get a slow into Katarina, or even force the mage behind the pillar and stay away, just get himself a proper regen, he can actually go for a full recovery. Got himself laying hands, looking to evade the touch of the magic while the full burst is ready. Cannot go for regenerate just yet. Ring of Fire on one side, so he's really locked out from going on the right hand side, but he has to walk through the fire and the flames. The man is under a ton of pressure. He needs to find a way to escape the dots some way, somehow, but I think it's just over. One barrage, second blast. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance last second with some missiles to chip away at the guy, and does go down the regenerating man. He was trying to find a moment, but as soon as you get dots on the guy, you just can't even channel regenerating for even a second. It's not really going to be effective at all. You're just going to break immediately if he's in combat or getting hit by somebody, or if you're just under threat in general. Just cannot really do it. Katarina does get a little bit of an honor duel versus 2 fast there. If you go behind the pillar very quickly and sit down, grab a couple of mana buns, I think you may be able to get a more of an even match. Doesn't even want to do it, but looks of it. Unless 2 fast is giving you opportunity, but you're just walking out this bus stealing him immediately. You don't even want to go behind him. Okay, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't really care. He got himself the Ice Block all the time with the ready. Could potentially have himself a go. Touch of the Mage ready, but not full arcane surge ability. So he doesn't have the full arcane power at the ready for now. Gonna be 2 fast. Trying to see if he can maybe, I think he just tried to spell steal things around the guy. Maybe he'll try to play super careful. Gonna be a full icy, not icy, but I was gonna say icy heal, but I don't think he's even got much of a heal. 60% dampening. Do you have Ice Block heal? Or did you forget your Ice Block heal, by the way? Did I ban rogues? Justice, I did not ban rogues. Only the one that can ban rogues is the chat. Like, if you guys get tired of seeing Rogue constantly, we could potentially ban him. I kind of want to see how Rogue does in 10-2. Big blast up to Katarina, nothing he can do too fast. I mean, this is why I think Katarina probably should have sat down and grabbed himself a full heal. Holy with 2, Jareem with 2 actually went pretty aggressive with the opener. I like it. First duel of the night, boys. Let's get us another group going, yeah? Oh, my camera. Oh, okay, well that's weird. I can't even right click to like... Oh yeah, wow, camera just doesn't do anything anymore, huh? Well that's gonna be awkward. Oh, what the hell? Okay, chat. So normally you go right click, right, to change direction where you're facing, but the game is no longer like responding to that. This is left click, this is right click. Like when I hold right click, my character still strafes. But like if I want to turn properly, oh, this is gonna be awkward. This is gonna be awkward. Need a +1? Alrighty. Kreiser, where are you at, my guy? Got a spot open, friend. Belly, that's another guy I got a spot open to potentially. If you need a, if you want to join in. Yeah, so that's broken. Oh, more sin, man. I'll be okay with it too. Need one? Okay. I can help after him. I can help after I help. Holy. Kreiser, get me in. Yeah, we get you in. Okay. Got one spot, friend. One spot for you, Belly. Easily. Trying to see if you can suggest Kreiser. Perfect. This group is ready. Perfect. This group is ready. Holy, whisper me on real ID again. I did the /reload in order to try to see if I can fix my camera thing. But yeah. Invite. I got +1. Beautiful. Awesome. Appreciate ya. Are you gonna make me lead, or are you gonna get me, or can I just suggest? Also, the fact you got a Nightborn? We need more Nightborns than allies, man. Alrighty, let me do this. Suggest. Party's full. There we go. We'll delist the group. We'll turn into a raid. We'll get Belly in here with an invite. And then we'll go again. I saw nothing with rogues that I disliked them. Yeah, honestly, if the chat wants to ban rogues, man, I'll be okay. It's very good. We need my man Kragar to pop in here and tell us Fury is good. But I imagine like their tiers of the new one should be pretty solid. You know? Let me make a lead again. There we go. Alrighty. I think we're good. We'll see how tonight goes. I'm wondering if you can get maybe like, it's not something I can really control, but I'm wondering if we can at some point tonight see maybe a little more variety besides just rogues and mages. I feel like so far that's what we see it, but maybe. Where's Kiosko at, by the way? That's another guy I want to see it, because he is really good at getting these rogues swept under the rug. Like, rogues disappear as soon as this man is out in the arena. And I kind of want to see him again. Let's do a hook point, because I kind of want to switch up the arenas we do a little bit. I just came in, he was just asleep with stealth and killing the stun, so yeah. I think that's not going to go away with rogues in 10.2. What I am hoping for is more people will pivot to Assassination and even Outlaw as like the aggressive playstyle, where Subtlety is a more of a passive playstyle that has a burst window that hasn't really changed much. But if you want a more active rogue that has a higher DPS, damage per second, like constant damage, I think the other specs that are not Subtlety might actually be better for that. At least it's kind of where I'm hoping it'll land, like where the meta lands, but never know, right? I think that survivability of Assassination is still something that's not going to go anywhere. Plus, they got a couple more survivability tools as well for self-sustain, which they already have like a really good set of survivability with a double vanish and cooldown reduction. So I don't think that's necessarily going to go anywhere. But one day, maybe. You know what? I'm going to remove this song from my playlist. I feel like that one, every time I hear it, I'm just, kind of just whatever with that one. This one's good, though. But I'm feeling something different. Ooh, that's a good one. I can roll with this. Switch. Got ourselves team 2 together with the Griff. I love the mount. I think I got this one too, the blue one. That looks good with your mug, actually. We got Olisaya. First one up versus Radko as... Oh my goodness, I'm switching the wrong guy. As an Assassination rogue. I also like his goggle thing got going on. I thought it was like monocle goggle thing, but no, it's like a little light bulb on the left-hand side. Ratko immediately with a trinket. That's always taking a lot of damage. Gonna be full death mark. Perfect opportunity for Holy Saya. Potentially to muted, but Ratko got himself evasion, cloak on top of full cooldowns available. That's how himself exsanguinate technically. I think a passive exsanguinate, as long as it's high on energy, that's gonna be a lot of damage. Holy Saya trying to see if he can save this off. Layer Enhance does nothing. Oh my god, the man just ended up bleeding. The guy dried the Layer Enhance stun. Maybe that'll be enough, but then the dots end up kind of collapsing and eating right through the heel so quickly. Assassination burst, man. Well, look at that thing. Calvin, my man Kreiser, gonna be up next versus Ratko, the man popping on himself. They're gonna have a succubus. You know that whenever Kreiser's on the arena, it's like Atherman and adaptation. It's Kreiser and that succubus every single time. Does walk you away from me. Does have a tricky technique. So Ratko could get himself back over there next to Calvin into a blind as a cancel connects with a big old portal. Just gonna be slapping the guy around. Ratko taking a lot of the damage with an incinerate right after. All those, I think it's just over, right? Just over. Oh my god, that portal just did so much work. One single bolt turned the arena into the favor of Calvin easily, and he didn't even have to touch the rogue. The rest of it was just a succubus and a portal and maybe an elimination or something. And one incinerate. One incinerate from all those dots. It was an incinerate Katarina trying to get an angle, and Calvin does get the breath on both the succubus as well as the warlock himself with an arcade surge, but the succubus stops in place, choosing to trinket it to add him some full touch of the magic. Calvin tried to see if he could reposition over to behind the wall, kind of next to his gateway, ready to take that thing as soon as possible, trying to avoid the damage of the arcade mage by landing siding the guy, looking for the ult of time, but Calvin does end up taking the full port to get himself over to the other side of the arena as the shooting powers out for Katarina. Next succubus CC could be in perfect setup for Calvin. Bonds are felt. If Katarina moves out of there, that could be bad. Portals are up, blinking. It looks like takes no damage from that, but the chaos bolts from the portals flying in anyway. The mortar cold to set it up. Maybe some kind of a go. Just going for instant cast on Ice Block out of Calvin though. I mean, out of Katarina instead. What? It wasn't even a chaos bolt or nothing. Wait, what? I'm actually. And so Succubus, Katarina just not having a good time with a single full cancel. Doesn't really crack those defenses into an invis to try to dampen some of the damage by like 60% or so, 65 maybe, with an arcade series to follow. But Katarina is just taking constant damage. It looks like Calvin isn't really even casting spells at you. He throws down an immolation, he throws down a couple of ports, there's a succubus, maybe a conflagration whenever he does get line of sight of you. But for the most part, he's playing so passively, and the damage that Destro Warlock is doing is just absolutely nuts. Gonna be Calvin trying to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. All the buffs are getting spell stolen by Katarina, but then the ports with a mortar coil together, it's going to be a fresh new dot as well. Bonds are fell, but he's going to have to potentially break. He got himself a shield, breaks through it immediately. Look at the instant cast damage that goes through with a bit of a drain life. Katarina, no help whatsoever. It's just over, I think, right? It's just done. Calvin having to take him down little by little, whittle him down. Plush is up next to the shield. I don't like the fact that you have a shield, Plush, but I don't think it's your fault. I think Katarina at the end did use the AoE shield, which does give you. It looks like it's gone. All right, it's a little bit more even. He's playing Assassination this time instead of Subtlety. Immediately hits him with that succubus. Trinket trying to see if he can disrupt Calvin. Is going to be a port immediately. Locked down on fire, but not locked out on Shadow in order to back the hell out of there. Plus, try to see if he can get himself a better angle. Bonds are felt. Does connect even though you were self Shadow service, but still breaking the bond. That is going to be a succubus on you the entire time, blasting you out, putting a constant perma slow on you, and then eventually hitting him with a succubus CC, which if you're not careful for him, you're just going to take a lot of damage. Incinerate off of this one with a mortal coil after. Does not himself the cancel, but it's a stun instead. Calvin should go for some kind of a big go. No, the instant cast just doesn't work. Look at those instants. What is that, shadow burn or is that conflagration? I think it's just shadow burn, right? 2 shadow burns does more damage than the cancel by the looks of it. But I think the cost of like resources is about the same, isn't it? It's a soul shard each, but it's just 2 globals. Picking up the eye, trying to see if we can get ahead of the rogue. Sending the succubus in and wait. Succubus goes. If you're careful, you should know exactly where the rogue is at. Not letting Plush get any kind of recovery. If the succubus got himself an angle, perfect angle. Plush cannot really go for an interrupt. Otherwise, he puts himself out in the open with a cancel bolt and an incinerate. I think it's just over. Not even a cheat death, Brocken. I don't think it's run cheat death, though. I think it's running normal feint. Calvin taking out the rogue very handily, not even letting the rogue touch him, not even a single death mark. I don't think a single garrote or a rupture was even on the guy the entire duel. The Warlock decided under control the entire time. Either Dream next, or it looks like it's going to be Belly as a Fury. Oh! I like that. That's a really good set. I like the sets that they added in this new, like, zone for Emerald Dream. I think it looks solid. Like, this actually looks so good in my opinion. Shrink it out for Belly immediately as soon as Calvin trying to see if he gets some kind of setup on the guy. Immediate trinket for Calvin. They're trying to see if he can back up out of there. He's gonna probably do the same thing he did to the Rogue. He's gonna just apply that same strategy into a Fury Warrior full blast. What is this? Oh my, what just happened? I'm sorry. What are you doing to these boys? I don't think Destro even got that much of a buff, did they? I think they buffed like your chaos bolt and like some of your soul shot spenders passively, and then giving you talent to buff like Destro chaos bolts even further. I don't even know what happened. I blinked. If you blinked, you missed what happened. I'm gonna have to look at that again. This man is instant casting everything too. He's not like it's a chaos bolt. He's just literally doing magic to these boys. Popping a Houdini. Throws like a little curtain over them, rips it off, and the warrior's gone. Disappears. Doesn't look right. Definitely doesn't. Definitely seems a little odd, doesn't it? Calvin with his shield. Got himself a mortal coil. Gonna be tricking out of Dream. Instantly interrupting Calvin on the fire. Trying to see if he could run him back behind the pillar while sending missiles right after the guy. Shadow Fury walls out for Calvin. That is a big defensive burn. Trying to make sure he can get some cast off. Casbolt, no interrupts. It's a decent bit of damage. But Jareem does end up reversing a lot of it with a prismatic barrier. Calvin and Jareem are actually a little bit closer to each other. And Jareem got himself plenty of recovery. The Archmage, as long as he doesn't take too much damage from those portals, he'll be okay. Does interrupt on fire. Portals are up. Got him some full touch of the magic. Big damage potentially. Arc and Surge hoping to maybe find himself an angle. Might have to go for an Ice Block here. Is Calvin taking quite a lot of damage right now though. Touch of the Magi, not completely, not threatening. It is doing a little bit of that extra damage little by little. Calvin is at the ready, got himself an angle at the very least. Succubus catching Jareem so quickly before he can even get himself any kind of a play. Fear to follow right after as the Bonds of Fell breaks. Incinerates might just do him in. No, got himself all the time. Shield holding on pretty strong against the damage though. Still got himself there all the time in order to get himself repositioned. Trying to see if he can blast out the Succubus a little bit. Got himself maybe a bit of damage. Mortal Coil right after. Does he have an interrupt? He needs one right now. But I think it's just over. I think it's just done. Hold on a second. No way, dude. Calvin, what'd you do to these boys? You know what? I'm 100% certain that the only specs in the game that's got a rework. Are you kidding me? The only specs in the game that even got a rework were rogues and demon hunters. Apparently Calvin is proving me wrong. Wait, did they fix that? Oh, they fixed the camera thing. Now it works fine. Weird. I have no idea what happened. 600k full season 2 is extra 200k health damage match. My goodness. 830k HP for Calvin. He's got himself. He's been eating his Wheaties, huh? Crysis has been eating Wheaties, man. Alright, are we ready? Are we gonna go? Not really, as arms are only my warrior, not fury. I won't play PvP once, not really. Yo, Belly, whatever spec. Honestly, Belly, arms warrior for duels is a fantastic spec. Surprisingly very, very good if you want to give that a try. Plush as well as Breezeass. Let me know if you guys are ready. And we'll give this another go, yeah? But yeah, Fury's good. But like, Arms is actually really good in duels, surprisingly. Like, just ask, like, every time I watch Grain, Telrion, right? Telrion. Play, chat will tell you. It's actually solid. Second wind, like if you can catch yourself a breather with second wind, that's plenty of recovery. And the damage you do is just more than enough to keep somebody on the back foot and playing defensive. They can't even get aggressive with that. Gonna have to play D&D. Alright, go for it, my guy. Go for it. You're gonna need a +1, aren't you, friendo? I can hopefully maybe get you +1 if you invite me. Hey, what's up, Iron Head, my man? Does everyone have 450 item level? I mean, my rogue does, but my rogue also had really good gear from last year. In the arena, potentially, I think most people will have like season 2 Conquest gear, or Bloody Tokens gear if you've been farming. Maybe ban your Bloody Token gear, feels too one-sided. Bloody, I don't know if I can ban Bloody Token gear, you know? Like, if somebody farmed it out, because it is available right now, because technically everybody can go and farm it out. Like, everybody has access to Bloody Tokens. You just gotta find the group and go PvP and get your world quest out of the way, right? I don't know if I could really ban it, to be honest. Well, Plush, let me know if you need a +1 or if you're good to go, my guy. Because I could look for an extra if needed. 450, 473 is too different. Isn't it? Because we're going to be getting honor gear very, very soon, so it's going to be like a lot more even, like even of a match anyway. Like, I'm not going to disagree. Like, there is an item level difference. You gotta go? Wait, is that gotta go? Gotta go or good to go? I don't know which one. depending what kind of G2G you got. Full-blooded token is 170, some not full. Okay, so you're like a little bit behind full-blooded token. Good to go. All right. Let's do Rook, Black Rook hold, I guess. And when you're an Alliance member, yo, Rune, more than welcome to, man. If you got a spot, I'll definitely get you in. I think Orlando may need a guy maybe after this game. Who knows, right? It will set you apart, though. It's 472 item level. That is if you're fully geared. Calvin isn't fully geared, though. Even he said he's like 465, I think. I think that's what he DM'd me just now before we dueled. I can't really go look at the DMs because if I do, it kind of breaks the whole UI thing, whatever. So I can do it after this one. But yeah, I doubt anybody's actually wearing full bloody tokens gear. But like if you just do the world quest and you maybe do like an hour worth of group PvP, I think you can get a couple of pieces, like enough to make a difference. Plus you got a good to go. Well, I know GTG as a gotta go, got to go, cannot play, gotta do something. I'm 465, they're not fully. There we go. There we go. Wait, are we missing one? What? Are you guys really gonna 4-man it? I guess you guys are 4-man in this one. Unless you got a +1 and they're just waiting to load in. I know you guys said Belly, but I don't know if like... I know Belly said he's gonna go play D&D. By the way, Belly, enjoy D&D. I kind of want to get a D&D group. Maybe like after 10 to stuff 5's down. Twitch. You know what I mean? Got us as Holy Saya over for the team 2. Hopefully they got a 5th over in team 1 because we got Cat on that team. Jareem. Plush is going to be first up. It's a little bit of a... No, not a rematch. I was going to say Holy Saya versus Ratko would have been a rematch. Plush for the sepsis? I am sorry. Glocker shadows for Plush. Just trying to see if he can immune all the damage from Holy Saya. Trying to see if we can get the guy super low. Not going for the death mode just yet. Saya's taking a lot of damage though. Constant taking pressure from the bleeds. Having to go to heal it. Still has a big poison on him. Should go for Dispel and a big hit. I think that was from sepsis, wasn't it? Got himself at least a little bit of healing as the growth comes out. This is where Plush is going to go for full death mark. Bubble out of Holy Saya. Plush does not have an answer here. Is going to have to go for a shot him. That's Holy does go in for a full regenerate. Those still dots are up, but Plush may need to go for a kind of defenses though. Cheat deaths available in case he needs it. Trying to see if he can maybe gouge out away from Holy Saya, but I think it's just over, right? Holy just has him in the bag, dude. He just has it in the bag. My goodness. This guy was raging the whole time. From one rogue into the next them. Oh, someone get him. Did you get our combat? Did you get us self purpose? I trying to give him an honor though? No way. Yo, Coley, go back, go grab a food buff from Quenzo too fast. There you go. Yeah, go grab a food buff from one of those boys so you can heal up a little faster. Let's see if flashlights are gonna do the work. He is hanging out by the eye though. Ratko does give this man at least a little bit of an honor duel. I like seeing that. Because last time Ratko just absolutely melted Holy Sai, just liquidated those guys. So I wonder if Holy Sai will be fast in a draw with a blessing of protection as well. I wonder, because right now you're definitely gonna go for like death mark and save a blessing of protection or bubble for that button, but I wonder now if Assassination Rogues are gonna be able to like go for a sustain build where Holy Side just never presses WAP and it still melts anyway. I think it's a possibility, honestly. Got himself a wall immediately as the dots are first setting in. Ratko does go in for a trinket. It doesn't really count on the UI for some reason, but definitely did use it. Evasion up for Ratko. Got himself a ship. Holy Side taking a lot of magic damage right now. Lots of bleeds as well. Cloaker shots for Ratko as evasion is out. Got himself ambushes back to back. Holy Side maybe look at the blessing protection. No way to stop him. Ratko does have an escape. He does have a big button as well. And Holy Side has the eyes to catch up into the guy. Cheat down to maybe keep him alive a little bit longer. But I think it's just over. Holy is out here just smiting these rogues, putting him into the dirt right now. I love that shadow. If he's gonna go for immunity, he's gonna go pick up a what is it, the eye, to make sure that because rogues are definitely gonna escape. Try to see if he can vanish out of there, right? Oh, he picked up the got a bop. I don't want to be fighting him, but if you got a bop and picks up the eye, you can't even hide from the guy. That's a perfect opportunity for you to go super counter offensive. He does end up getting it there, there. What's up, Dirks? Are we gonna be seeing you tonight, by the way? I'd love to get you in. But that was this Mage Rogue Games. Yo, Salabun, you want to join your Feral? I'd love to get more variety, man. After this one, hopefully we'll be able to get like maybe a couple new bodies over for a plus. But we'll see, yeah. Holy Sai hit with a bread. Jareem trying to see if he can root him down with a Nova. Stealing the hand of freedom, but for Holy Sai, he's still on the defensive, I think, for the most part, looking for the reset. Kind of walks out in the open with a bubble, with a wings, but he's getting pressured out. He's gonna have to go behind the pillar as soon as possible. Jareem needs to get a slow on the guy as soon as he can. That or get aggressive. Got himself full touch of the magic. If you get himself full damage, maybe it could be good. Does get interrupted on Arcane, then knocking Holy Sai back just to make sure he's okay. But Holy is perfectly fine just being away from the guy entirely. Touch of the Magi with that extra damage from the Nether Tempest. Trying to sit down for some food as soon as he gets a chance. Stunner that Jareem had himself a blink potentially? He does have a blink. I think he was just trying to see if he could maybe figure out, like, do I use it? Do I hold it? Do I maybe like delay it? I'm not really sure. Is Holy Side gonna pressure me really, really badly? I think Holy Side just counted for like stun. He's just gonna blink away. In a way, you can use the stun to almost send the mage away from you if you're trying to hide. Holy does not have a lot of angles to hide. The blind onto Jareem for a second does go for a bow trinket. I think it's just over unless Holy Side got something. Does get himself lay on hands with a bubble coming back up in 6 seconds. That's a little scary because right now, if Jareem pushes in, that's a lot of damage you're gonna take. Try to see if you can sit down for food. Every single global, he gets himself a second. Jareem, if he pushes in while the forbearances on the guy, could potentially be in a decent spot. Holy Side, though, I don't even know if he got wings available. Are you playing? No, you're playing normal wings right now, not Crusade anymore. That is weird. So he does have wings available often now, actually. Big blast of the Holy, does himself a way to break out of the poly, is going to try to see if he can stay on top of Jareem. If he got himself a hand of freedom to be able to reconnect, he might be alright. As long as he gets close enough to maybe interrupt the poly, he'll be gold. Jareem takes a lot of damage, got himself the ultimate sound, but still takes a lot of big hits. Holy with a bubble. Jareem does need to go for an ice block, and for Holy could just go for regenerating. That's exactly what he's going to do. Jareem does himself recovery while an ice block, but it's not nearly as effective as a regenerating. Did they change it so the ice block regen is affected by dampening now? Or is it just like you guys need to put more talent points to make it like a full heal or something? I don't even know which one it is. I'll need to look at the mage challenge. I'm not even sure exactly how it works, because I think it used to be like, wasn't it like a Hazardite thing way back in the day? Just having at least one of those was pretty good. Or was it a conduit for Shadowlands? I don't even remember. Jareem trying to see if he can get himself a poly. Holy Side quick on the draw to intro, but Ring of Frost shoots stop in place. Jareem does get himself in a decent position. Holy has a choice, either go behind the pillar or charge at Jareem, but getting blasted out while touching the match. I think it's just over. My God, Jareem does it, building it back out with a quick Ring of Frost. Got away from the guy, couple of blasts, big touch of the Magi, big missile to follow with a barrage at the end, trying to see if he can get the rogue out. But Grifka does avoid the arcane, the explosion around the mage. That's going to be no ice block available. Jareem is honestly kind of in a bad spot. Cheap shots, got himself ultra, but almost dies to that thing as the secret technique comes out. Does take a couple of hits of secret. Alters, still takes a hit from secret. That is just over right now unless Grifka goes in. Shadow melt, shadow strike to try to see if he can end the duel. Does go for the kidney shot. Unless somehow, I don't know how you live this. There's just no way, right? There's just no way. Grifka, I don't even know why he vanished there. I don't think he really needed to vanish there at all. Maybe try to vanish in case there's going to be a breath. But I feels like maybe an overcommitment. Cat trying to see if he can get an angle versus Grifka. Does get the Nether Tempest attached to the rogues to try at least keep him out of stealth for a little bit of time. Or at least keeps him like either out of stealth with damage or not in combat. Not in combat. Just a dot that keeps him out of stealth then. Okay. I wasn't sure exactly how Nether Tempest works, because some dots are just like a dot, but Nether Tempest is like a thing that shoots out of your body and lands kind of next to you with the AoE. I wasn't sure if it was going to keep you properly in combat or whatnot. Ring of Fire down, Katarina trying to get an angle. Full barrage is available versus Grifka. At least kind of keeps the pressure on the guy. Goes in for a evocation. Are you trying to go for like a burst thing? Does get a touch of the Magi. Missiles to follow. Might be a cloak out of Grifka. Takes quite a bit of damage. That's going to be also another Tempest on top of it. Arcane Blast does go in for full burst. Though it's going to be Cloak and Shadows. Katarina still has full burst available in case it needs to. But it's going to be a Nova. Grifka trying to get some damage in. Into an interrupt. Ice block immediately for Katarina as it gets super low. Grifka find himself burst out of left field. I think it was full secret technique, maybe together with a Gorma's Bite. Potentially. I think. I really want to know what kind of a build Grifka is running, because I'm almost expecting for him to go for the Resounding Clarity, Gorma's Bite, big crits, like one crit into the next. But I'm never seeing it. I'm expecting it because that's what is pretty common in PTR. But I'm never seeing him do it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, is he gonna do it? Is he about to do it? Is he gonna? He just doesn't do it. He's playing like, I think, more of a closer to like old school build before the new stuff. I want to see Demon Hunter. We saw one earlier, but hopefully we'll get a couple more in here, yeah? Definitely want to get some more in. Group is listed in the game end. Sounds good. We'll get you guys more bodies. Assassination, more survivability. Maybe it's got a lot more burst than before. Nova by Katarina, but Shadow Strikes from Grifka, I just absolutely ripping them apart. There's just not much you can really do. Got himself a ring, not ring, but Smoke Bomb. Maybe can send in an Arcane Orb, does not connect with Grifka. I think it's just over for Cat, right? Unless it can somehow get the most amount of burst damage. Grifka technically does not have a Cloak of Shadow, so maybe if you could some way somehow turn around Shadow Step, but he should be running out of the Shadow Step fairly early on here. Shadow Mode right after. Got himself 2 Vanish available, at least 1 available now, and the next one available very, very soon. Shift of power, maybe keeps a rogue in combat. He just needs a couple more. That's it. I was gonna say he just needs a couple more comp points and just an eviscerate. And the guy just literally walked up. He's like, it's just over. Duel's over. Grifka does pick up 2. Let's hold this Holy Saya. I really think separating Holy Saya and Grifka to different teams might not be the worst idea, but then the other team would have like too many rogues at that point. And my thing broke again. Yep. It looks like it's just gonna be breaking maybe every other game. So I can't literally move on this character anymore. I'll just keep that in mind. Because I keep trying to right click and move stuff, but I can't. Let's see. Plush, do you need more bodies? Do you need me to take over the group and get you a couple more, or at least a one mas? Because I could do it. Romaru wants to join in potentially. I can play. Alright. Yo, you won? Okay, invite. Click. I feel like the UI is not super interactive today. I don't know what it is. I can get my man Romaru in here. Calvin boy, I'll let him in. Yeah, I can get you in easily. I can get you in easily. At least we get him as a feral druid. And then hopefully, because I don't want to kick anybody out. I just want to kind of, I don't want to kick Katarina, Jareem, but if we did end up getting a group where we have 2 mages, 2 rogues in one team, maybe we could shuffle you guys around, get you on different teams or whatever. Junior classes? Okay. Okay, sounds good. Let me know when ready. This group is ready. Hang tight. Here we go. Ruin. Oh no, stand by. Yeah, I'll get you in. I'll keep your message or BNet DM over in my chat thing. So as soon as Breeds out, team is good to go. Breeds out, if you guys need a +1, by the way, we could always get Ruin into your team. Ruin's either playing Rogue or Monk, I believe, right? Either one of those two. Kavi, have you gotten any new Druid forms, by the way? Or are you still rocking like all the OGs? The Fire one, that is good though. I need to go get the Fire Cat form because they made that one look even better than before. Like you actually see like there's a little bit more detail with like the patterns on the fur. It looks good. It looks good. How do you get that one? Hello there. What's up, watching? Hey, Dada, what's up, Chris? Inside of a man. Trying to get Saul to make it about it. What is he, Demon Hunter? Yeah, we'll hopefully see a Demon Hunter. And if not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Because I think, if anything, I could totally see Nick join in for it tomorrow. WTF is Gormaz, dude. It's an old artifact weapon ability. Gormaz is a very big button. I really suggest you guys go look and read some of the capstones for rogues. I know I never realized this before, but I get used to the fire, the staff of violence. You get this fire to begin the staff of violence. Oh, okay. Neat. I'll give you a druid form. Nice. That sounds easy enough. Which boss, if you don't mind me asking? Is it Fangrel? The guy before Ragnaros? Is all you gotta do? Oh yeah, Fangrel. Okay. That thing. Nice. Okay, that's seems easy. Major Domo Stag Helm. That's the one. Yeah, okay. So just getting the staff and you can transform into a cat. Where's that thing? I can't even see it, can I? This thing, right? It's just getting it. Just getting the appearance gives you cat form. Cool. Neat. Ready? Alrighty. I think I'm ready as well. What area do we do? Where do we send you guys? I think we just do Blade's Edge. I feel like you guys hate Blade's Edge, but I like Blade's Edge. And I feel like I haven't played Blade's Edge in a while, so we're gonna do Blade's Edge next. Apparently for Plus, you don't even play Dark Brew anymore. Really? For Rogue? I can see that though. Because like the other capstones are better. Like Dark Brew is just a passive. It's passive good for bleeds and poisons, but it's not like you got more nature and bleed damage. And shadow damage, I guess, is kind of nice, but like, you can play other abilities too. Which is the minimum level for Mythic in Season 3? Like Mythic Raid? Oh, I don't even know, like 2, 470 item level, I think it is, right? 470, if not 480? I think so. I have no idea. That's a good question, David. I'll do like a guide or like how to gear yourself in Season 2 once it actually launches. Play itself feels really fast but repetitive. just run the 4 left capsules, no Gorma. 4 left capsules, but no Gorma. 4 left? Hold on. Wait, you mean like all the capsules? Basically, you say just run all the capsules but Gorma? 4 left capsules. What capsules are in the 4 left ones? Because capsules, I always think of capsules like the very, very final trait. Like as it caps out that whole row. Wait, R3. I was confused. It's like run all but Gorma. Run 4 on the left. You mean like all of them but Gorma? you get where I got a little confused, right? You get where I'm like, my brain like, huh? So Twitch. Blush is gonna be first up. A little bit of rematch between my man Calvin while I'm trying to figure out the camera things. Calvin backing up away from the guy playing into the void operational, does not get to use it though. He sent out the voiding thing somewhere in distance, but doesn't really get any value out of it. Having to pop defenses immediately as a full dots around. Blush goes in for full death break and everything. Calvin is melting right now in front of the man's eyes. Cheap shot blasts out with a massive, massive burst of damage. That was just like conflagrations, immolation, and I think it was just like what the Bonza fell, right? Just turns it around for the Warlock. Gonna be reset for Flush. Garrod right after. Not a lot of health available for the Rogue. Has some cheap death proccing, but incinerates and just burning right through that cheap death. Should be a decent bit of DR, but looks like Warlocks completely ignore it. Gotta be Jareem up next, trying to see if he can get himself an angle, unless he's given Calvin an opportunity to maybe get himself a reset. Over in Team 2, we got Screw Your Dots actually. Didn't they change it so Hunters can no longer remove dots, by the way? Only Fangs in that team. We got Olisai and Grifka as well, with Calvin on the front line. But Jareem trying to see if he can get himself a Ring of Fire around the angle. Chat, confirm for this for me if you didn't. Seriously. Feign Death no longer removes dots, does it? Right? Is that true? Because I remember that being true in PTR. I don't know if that ever made it into live though. I don't know if that made it into live. I wasn't quite sure. Not 100%. Mordecai sent that to Jareem with a fear right after. Trying to see if he can establish a Bonza fell. Jareem breaking it, but looks like the shield holds on strong. Able to reduce a portion of the magic damage, that or dot damage while Arcane Barrier still holds. Calvin with a big defensive, dropping down Infernal. Stone onto Jareem. Potentially big damage. Trying to go for as many instant casts as possible. Jareem with portals open from every angle. Got himself in this, or at least create some damage reduction. But the man is absolutely melting in front of our eyes. Calvin having to burn a Warlock Soulstone. Or Soul. Burn a Soul together with a Hellstone just to give himself a lot of that recovery. But the instant cast and Jareem getting caught with the second best one cancel second bolt right after. I think it's just over. Shadow Mills the second, but at least was able to survive a portion of the damage. Still not in a great spot. Trying to go for Polly, but Calvin is ready to go. He just playing that brute force Warlock. Walks him. Couple of big haymakers into Jareem. Slams him with big heavy damage. And then just drops off trying to wood it. Where Jareem is trying to play around mobility. Calvin is just trying to play with like the minimum movement, right? It's like he sees the guy casting, you're just gonna send the dots on him, drop off, just gotta stay away, AFK away from the guy, try not to even let him get set up with a single polymer for anything. Katarina trying to get an angle versus Calvin. From one arcane mission to the next, Succubus catches immediately. Bonza fell. You got some portals opening up as well. This is going to add a little bit of that consistent damage. More to call, letting Calvin recover a little bit of health. Stun right after. This is going to be yet another ball to follow. Potentially, this gets mad damage on the Katarina. Just turns it onto the arcade. Having to pop him in an ice block immediately. My goodness, Calvin, what are you doing to these boys? Just goes for like 2 casts and it's just over, man. My goodness. This is going to be Cat trying to avoid the Succubus. Going to be a Chaosbolt. It's going to crack into those defenses. Bonza fell with yet another Chaosbolt from Portal. Does himself the ultra time to at least recover some health, but immediately burns a portion of it. And Katarina trying to go for a little bit of that recovery. Calvin having to adjust. Does have a gateway kind of stuck towards the middle on the bridge area of the arena. And is trying to maybe to see if he can catch him with the Succubus. You see, no, it doesn't catch it. Arcane Surge off of that Succubus for Cat. This is an opportunity. Actually, just focusing down the Succubus, trying to see if he can maybe take that potential off of the Succubus. Take the momentum, slap it onto Calvin. Mordecai with a Bonza fell, almost breaking it. Got himself at least a Prismatic, so maybe can recover a little bit of health as long as he just lives long enough. Does get himself a little bit of recovery as the dampening slowly starts to creep up. Stun around the corner, but doesn't quite catch him. Calvin just hits a couple of Globus. Katarina kind of lowish on health. Barrage is just slamming down, and the guy slowing him entirely. And Katarina looking to her position, at least also to recover health with a bit of the reversal. trying to blast him as best as he can. But Cat, stuck him in CC. If he goes for a cannibal, Incinerate might just do it. I think it's just over. Trying to go for a conflagration as Incinerate hits, just let his abilities collapse together for a big burst. It does end up draining the guy down. With Kavi Boy up next, Calvin does have a wall back up. Immediate trinket for Calvin with immediate shield right after. Infernal coming back in very, very soon. Trying to go for a fear, doesn't quite get to. Still holding on to a wall in case he needs to. Does finally go for a fear. Kavi Boy with full cooldown trinket right after. Encouraged shield already. Have some full defense in case he needs to. Full health back up for Calvin though, as a portal's a back up into Kobe. Trying to see if he can get himself a setup. Caught in the bonds of hell though. Lots of damage taken. Calvin is trying to go for Incinerates into a skull bash. Ford actually no void operational available for Calvin, so even if he gets interrupted on fire, he's alright. Infernal down with a fear to follow. Got at least a lot of resources building up. One bolt into the second bolt. I think it's just over for Kavi Boy. I think it's just done. My goodness. Oh my god. Them chaos bolts. They did buff him, didn't they? I mean, the more I'm looking at Calvin play, the more I'm like, yeah, Kaz wants a buff. Even Ratka can't even get himself a proper approach with a rain of fire. Drop it down right in the man's head. With a succubus approach from either left or right hand side, Dots get himself a resell before a succubus can find an angle. The man's at least got an infernal, got himself a wall dark back to the ready too, so he got himself at least an opportunity to make some kind of a play versus Rogue Shadow Step. If Radko is careful, if he can maybe catch succubus or smoke bomb this, could seclude himself with Calvin, does go for the trinket. That's going to be no more ways for the Rogue to get out of CC. Calvin establishes full control with a Mortal Call of Fear, Shadow Fury with a Bonds of Fell. Rat has a chance to maybe vanish or maybe escape. Cloak of Shadows trying to see if he can mitigate some of the damage taken. Calvin ready to go for a big gateway, no dots on him just yet. Ratka's still doing all right for now. Succubus right behind him, so you be careful of the Succubus if it ever goes for Succubus CC. That's what we want to be really, really careful of. Because it could, trying to see if he can reposition. That's not where you want to be. When you see Succubus run away, that's Calvin controlling Succubus to let it back up and go for that CC just so he can keep you at a distance, just at her arm's reach. Got himself more boards as the man, I think, is ready to go for portal right back up, right? Racker not in a great spot. He has advantage. He has everything to work with. Can he shot lucky at Calvin? Now would be a good time to go for a full burst, trying to see if he can make a play. Maybe vanish instead, walls up for Calvin, goes in for cheap shot. Is this where you go for death mark potentially? Not even a death mark. The man is holding back for some reason. I think it's just maybe over either way though. Got himself a port. Racker just dead. Racker just dead. Are you kidding me? Calvin. Oh my goodness. And the chat was like, man, now these rogues just seem kind of, this rogue seemed kind of strong down. Do you want to have these rogues in here? When you see Calvin, when you have a man like Calvin who just exists, and you're like, yeah, you know, Dal, I think rogues are gonna be a lot of trouble tonight, aren't they? Oh my god. Yeah, the differences are kind of stark though. Gear wise, not gonna lie, it's starting to feel a little bit more like, it feels like the guy's just out here bullying kids in the sandbox, you know what I mean? Destro OP. Gear is definitely a big advantage, but Destro is pretty strong. It's a druid now. I haven't really touched my rogue. Oh, you're playing druid? Hell, you used to play druid before, didn't you? I thought for some reason a monk or a rogue. Yeah, one portal from him feels like 50% of health on the enemy. It's only gonna get worse though. Didn't they buff portal too by like 15% on top of it all? Because I know they buff portal multiple times now, and they got a tier set that's gonna play with portal, which is gonna make it even better. Hey, what's up, Outlaw? How you doing, man? You want to join in? Doesn't sound like that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Scale Warden Gear season 2. It's not fair to be. It's not a fair fight. The Scale Warden season gear be season 2 gear. Wait, will Scale Warden Gear be season 2? What do you mean by that? Versus season 2 gear. It's not a fair fight. There is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The gear advantage definitely does feel like real. Ready? Let me know if you guys are ready. If you guys need more, by the way. Gonna go Chrysler, go Affliction or Dima. Chrysler Affliction. Wait till I give a 2-set. Yeah! Wait till he gets his 2-set. Get his 2-set too. Just so 2-set is broken. The 4-set is also pretty good, but like the 2-set, yeah. Which one is the AoE damage and which one is like the more procs of the portal? I don't remember which one is which. Let's do Lordaeron. To be fair though, that last rogue actually did get Cries in a good setup. He just didn't press Deathmark. I feel like if you press Deathmark, that would have made a world of difference because that button does a lot of damage. And only if you could just get full set of dots on the guy and just rot him down, there might have been a chance there. And it looked like he was going for a setup, right? It looked like he was going for a full setup, but I was expecting for him to like press it, but he didn't. We were fair. That and the armor was given an increase. Yes, that's true. The armor was buffed up. Yeah, I mean, of course, gear is gonna make a big difference, but like, you are right though. They did get more armor from demon skin or whatever. 90% more armor. How much more DR is that from just physical damage alone? So like, feral druids, bleeds go through armor, poisons also go through armor. So to some degree, but if you're trying to go for like shadow strikes or even mutilates or ambushes play, like if you're trying to play like a dance ambush rogue, which is actually kind of doable, like the physical damage isn't going to go through nearly as well. I think the poison damage might, but I don't know if like the poison damage needs to be, the physical damage needs to be high for the poison damage to be high or what. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure, you know. Which. I mean, 8% is that's a pretty big number. It's only 8 single digits, but like that's close to 10. And 10 is a pretty big, that's significant enough. Kavi boy gonna be first up over for the team 1 versus Screwy or Dots. Chat, did you guys ever confirm or deny if like Hunters lost their Feign Death dot removal ability? Also, Dots, where's your pet at? Are you just solo out here? Hold on a second, Dots get caught out by Kavi. Dots have a pet, never mind. That only have to summon loud last second, but it's gonna be full bleeds and Screwy Dots. Man should be able to increase play survival. Manic better just remove all that dot damage. That's good. Chat, seriously, did they lose that Feign Death dot removal thing? Or is it still in the game? Screw Dots, try to see if we can get some dots over onto Kavi with that Serpent Sting and maybe a couple of grenades here and there. Should we actually be able to do quite a bit of damage with those grenades? They get buffed up by 40% against single target, right? Gonna be full dots, full bleeds, full root onto Kavi with a freezing trap around. Screwy Dots is trying to see if we can remove damage over time as best as possible while keeping Kavi Boy's health kind of low into a kill shot 1. Does he have a harpoon maybe? No, Death Shock him. Kavi Boy might just die to a Death Shock him behind the pillar. Trying to go for a heal. War Stop are just over. What is this? What is that Death Shock him? Man just said a Death Shock him back there while the guy is low just as an execute ability, not as a burst ability. What is happening here? It's gonna find Ratko. I think Ratko tried to give the man an honor roll, but immediately hit him with a Serpent Sting, immediately disarm onto the Hunter. Trinket for Ratko, and Screwy Dots getting hit with a stun. Does have a Trinket of his own. May need to go for a Trinket, maybe a Turtle Shell. Might be in a lot of trouble. Manic Benage into a Dark Iron Ritual. Dark Iron Ritual? Dark Iron Ritual to remove all those dots immediately, but the man is still under a ton of pressure. Needs to find a camo if at all possible. Does catch a camo as long as his pet's either he's dotted or your pet is dotted. One of those things is dotted, but it's going to keep you in combat. Trying to go for Feign Death really quickly, trying to see if he can evade Ratko. Has himself a stun available, and Ratko, holding on to Trinket still, might end up using it here. He's going for dots. You are going to need to find yourself a much better angle of this, but a kid shot is just over. He did give himself quite a bit of damage versus the Feral Druid at the very least, though, with only Fangs charging in, full dots, Feral Frenzy, immediate Trinket as a blind comes out. Ratko just needs to find a way to live this for a little bit. Maybe just go for a kid shot. Have himself a cloak and maybe hopefully run the cloak that removes the bleeds as well. Or is he? He might not be. He's still going on to a death mark. He's gonna set a death mark on the only Fang shadow step to try to see if he can stay on top of the guy. Kid shot to follow. He has himself a trinket in case he wants to escape. May want to use it. That is a lot of dead damage that's just completely building up with the guy. Walls available. Got himself hard in the wild. Trying to see if he can survive. This is Ratko. Goes in for a vanish. Only Fangs. Jumper plus, not the guy he's trying to do. That is unfortunate. That is actually unfortunate. I don't know why Plush was out in the arena. There's a good chance that Only Fangs was tabbing around, saw a yellow hell bar, and he's like, oh, that's my target. Didn't really even think much about it past that. My goodness. Also, why is this recording for 9? Weird. I'll need to figure out my recording thing later. But Racket getting hit with a cheap shot. Full secret technique right after full burst out to Grifka. The man got himself gouged last second. Ratko. Get a shot right after. No way to turn this around if Grifka's gonna trinket. I don't think Grifka wanted to find out. Like, is there a chance for the guy to come back? Is there a possibility to that dots? I don't want to know. I don't want to find out. Plush is gonna be up next versus Grifka. Assassination versus Subtlety. I think Grifka sub still should have an advantage over Assassination just because of the double vanishes, right? Plush trying to see if he can maybe randomly get Grifka out in the open. If Grifka is fast enough, could go for a sap. I think the 9 plus an opener is gonna be big. Trying to see if he can get the guy out in the open, but definitely feeling a lot more confident. Gonna be a gouge. Does get himself at least a setup. Can go for a dance, maybe kill a shot. Flush with a trinket immediately. Doesn't press the defensive right after. It's gonna be another cheap Grifka. Going in for the dots with the vanish follow. Letting Plush just bleed out with the rupture. But the cloak of shadows is used really early, so Plush does at least guarantee a proper restyle for him. as Grifka trying to finalize the guy out the open. Cheap shot right after full Dalaran. Deathmark is in, has himself a cloak. So he's actually okay. May just want to press a cloak. He's just gonna take all this damage. You don't even need to take a damage. It's gonna be disarm right after. Cloak as the Seps is about to take out on the guy. Big secret technique on a plus just turns it around on him out of left field. The guy's still alive. What is that cheap death? Wait, were you not attacking him with that cheap shot? Plush got himself such a good setup. Get cheap shot. Oh, I don't even know if Plush lives this. He got evasion, but that's about it. Doesn't evade the gouge. That is unfortunate. I think it's just over. No, wait a second. Had some evasion Plush. Oh, I don't even know if Plush actually did have evasion. I feel like he would have pressed it. But Grifka does end up living it out. Jareem's up next. Try to see if we can get Grifka out in the open. I think Griff still has a couple of dots. He does have some kind of a dot. I'm gonna guess Rupture or Garrote or something. Does get Novad out. Blinded Jareem. Does get a trigger for it. Grifka, no vanish available. Have himself a melt. See if he can maybe get himself a decent setup. Couldn't melt behind the pillar in the reset. But with the Mage being this close to the guy, does catch a reset now. What is this reset you just did? What is that thing? I don't even understand it, dude. I don't even understand it. But apparently he does get himself some kind of a go. I don't even know how. Jareem sending out arcane orbs in every direction, picking up the eye. Grifka is just chilling behind the one of the bigger tombstones. Oh, is that tombstone? That is a tombstone, right? I want to say it's tombstone. But for Jareem, unless he finds the guy, you're looking behind the card, might decide to go for a second set of eyes. Grifka, I feel like this is the way you should check for rogues every single time. Every time you pick up eyes, the rogues are always going to be either next in the middle by the big tombstone, that or like by the great graveyard area. Graveyard, yeah. Gravestone, not a tombstone. That's a bit of a different, yeah, no, okay, I was wrong apparently. Grifka trying to catch himself a reset. Have himself a dance available. He also should have dance available very, very soon. Vanish available is what I meant to say. Shadow Meld available also. So he got himself escapes, trying to go for a stun into Dream. Does immediately blink it with a defensive Grifka. Not trying to play aggressive. Does have himself a dance. Catch him the stun. Secret technique. Dream takes a bit of damage. Gorma's bite does a lot of damage to Jareem. I don't know if Grifka set it up properly or not. Maybe, potentially. I don't really know if he did. Because you do have to get a bit of a setup with that thing. A couple of backsteps if you really want a big Gorma's body. If you want to cloak shadows immediately as soon as he sees full burst out of Jareem, just trying to see if he could just chip away at the guy with backsteps little by little. Avoid it. Quick gouge, looking for a reset. Maybe able to get himself a big setup now. If he's doing it right, if he's playing it correctly. With the Shadow Strike after, trying to see if he can maybe whittle the guy down, chip away with the Viscerates back to back. Jareem got himself a little bit of the survivability, has himself the block in case he needs to. He needs to find a way to somehow turn the damage around to Grifka. Secret technique while in Poly though. It still goes through. I thought for a second maybe it wouldn't. But for Grifka, that does give himself a guaranteed kill right then and there. I feel like when you Poly a rogue as they're going for secret technique, like, I feel like that shouldn't do anything. But I guess it did send the ability either way though. It's just, I feel like because it's true transforming images into sheep, but like how are sheep gonna attack? How are these shadowy sheep from secret techniques supposed to attack anybody? We got hooves. What are I gonna do? Run over a mage? Got himself full ring of fire, but it's into a smoke bomb. The rogue does step out of a gouge to set himself up. Maybe he can shot instead. Actually, Rupture and Katarina as he's trying to go for a bit of a poly. The dot of Rupture is actually doing a decent bit of damage. I think if anything, it just keeps a constant pressure onto Katarina, maybe burns through the arcane prismatic barrier little by little. But Grifka maybe just like focusing on sustained damage while he's waiting for a big go. Shadow Strike, trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of setup as a Ring of Frost is going to be set up by the eye. Katarina does not really go turn around big damage. Blinks into Grifka though, which is super unfortunate. Oh, that Gorma's by him a secret technique. What a combo. He did it right that time around. What a go. My goodness. That's what I was talking about. That Grifka got 4. Yo, Rogue is even more terrifying than ever, dude. Even more terrifying than ever. After it's like Z. You know what? They do get the double reset. They still can do the whole combo. But man, if they play it correctly, that Gorma's bite with secret, all that damage together is actually kind of good. How do I whisper to get invited into these duels? Just you can join anybody and everybody. Sorry about that. All right, invite. We can get you guys maybe an Uno Mas for a spot. I'll try to see if we can list the group in a bit here, and I'll see if we can take over the group listed. But if you guys want to join, more than welcome to. So if you want to join us, Jason, you are welcome, my friend. Well, let's get invite Rune. Let's get Rune in here. Let's get Rune in. Can I set up for a group or if give people one? Hold on. Invite so I can get Rune in your team. I'm trying to get you a spot, my friend. I appreciate you asking like to set up another group. But for EU, what I noticed, we usually can get 2 groups going. For NA, it's a lot easier to get like 3 or 4. Invite if you want to get out of the guild. Yeah, I want to get you in too, man. I want to get you in. I can't invite Rune for some reason. Pass me lead. B plus. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Rune in. Greetings from the highway, everybody. What's up, Rado? How you doing, my man? Yo, if you're watching the stream while driving on the highway, just keep your eyes on the road, my guy. Don't make me worry about you, yeah? Tap targeting? Oh, that's what it was? Yeah, the tap targeting is just unfortunate sometimes. Push! Pass me lead so I can get my man Rune in here. We'll be good to go. At least we got 5. Get a man with a little bit of that variety. How did we get a team full of 2 rogues and 2 mages, though? How does this happen? Spacing out. All good, all good, all good. Are you on, Rune? Are you on? Are you on? I can't seem to invite you. Hold on. Oh, you're gonna get my guy. Yeah. There we go. Were you hiding? Offline? Party's full. Get out of here, Blizzard. Get out of here, Blizzard. Get out of here, Blizzard. Damn old Blizzard. Okay, we're good. Plushed. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel that. We're good. I think we're ready. Fast. Fast. What are we gonna do? Dalaran sewers. Let's do Tiger's Peak. I feel like doing Tiger's Peak, chat. I feel like doing Tiger's Peak. I think we'll be just fine. You know what? I'm not feeling this song anymore. I am tired of this song. I am tired of this white noise. Let's do this one instead. Let's do this one instead. Hold on, what's a banger of a song? That's a decent one, but there's one that's definitely like a certified banger. I want to see if we can find it. This one is decent, but it's not the one I'm looking for. But it's very okay. It's perfect. I'm just gonna keep this one in my back pocket. Go to LFG dungeon. Go to pre-made. Search for 5v5s. That's usually how we do our groups. Is in the LFG. Wow, having no music in the background is just really eerie. I usually have some kind of music in the background at all times, but having to pause like this. Why is this so eerie? I just cannot sit and like quiet anymore, can I? My brain doesn't work like that anymore. I don't know if I saved that other one, so we'll just keep it like this. Switch. Got ourselves Katarina over for the team 1 on the team. We got ourselves Jareem Plush and the Assassin Ratko also on the Assassin with RWQ as a feral. Is it a feral? I think it's a feral. Looks like a feral. Gonna be Jareem first up versus Screw Your Dots. With the guy sending out the pet while he's in full camera. That's what he does? Hold on. That makes it a little more sense why he usually pops out in camera without a pet around. Because he can just kill command Jareem down. He can just let the pet kind of auto-attack the guy for a bit. Or at least go for a stun whenever he wants to. Arcane Orb sends in his direction. As long as he's like just got himself an angle, he'll be okay. Jareem does go in for shadow mode really early on. The pet is going to be able to at least chomp away the barrier for a little bit. But for Jareem, he's not really focused on even committing any burst damage onto the pet whatsoever. Doesn't even know that he's actually next to Screw. Goes in for a fire method at a perfect time with a ring of fire. Catching the guy out in the open with an arcane surge. After Screw does go in for a harpoon with Jareem backing up out into the flames. Touch of the Mage onto Screw with the full missiles to follow. Screw may be in a bit of a weird spot right now. He's kind of just trapped behind the pillar trying to drop down traps, but Jareem is completely avoiding him entirely. Finally gets himself a little bit of damage. Full defense out for Jareem, but a full dots are up for Screw. Just going for a chimeric poison. Jareem, though, doesn't stay that long whatsoever. Is going to be a turtle shell deflecting all of those missiles and the barrages away from him for a good bit here. As Jareem trying to see if he can get himself a better angle. Screw looking for a bit of a catch up in heals, but that's a lot of his damage kind of gone. Still has himself a proper setup with a stun in case he wants to. So maybe there's still an opportunity for the survival hunter to get some kind of a go as Jareem goes in for barrages back to back, arc and orb. I think it's just he got himself in a decent spot to just imagine with a stun follow. Actually enough damage for Jareem to just go for an ice block. Either just not take any kind of damage because it looked like it was kind of safe. That or just like expecting some kind of a big go for Screw, but the man is just done and done. Missiles chasing him at the end. It's just rotting him down. With Holy Saya up next over for the team 2, ready to go. My goodness, the Arcade Mage versus the Hunter. I feel like the Hunter never really get to have a proper stride to go there to do stuff, yeah? For Jareem, I feel like it was just the game was in the pocket the entire time almost. Holy Saya trying to see if we could turn that around. Though stun onto Jareem, had himself a blink, tried to see if he could back away, but the man is taking a lot of damage all the time, keeping him a little bit alive. The prismatic barrier should maybe give himself a little bit of health survivability if he starts taking damage into his health bar over the shielding. That full shifted power does not give Jareem any kind of recovery whatsoever. Had himself a shot him out the worst though, but finally got himself some distance from Holy, chasing him and sending him behind the pillow. With that touch of the magic gives Jareem an opportunity to at least get himself a little bit of recovery. Maybe can sit down, get himself a little bit of food. As Holy Side trying to mount up, trying to cover as much of this as possible without having to use Pony or Hand of Freedom, trying to delay those until he really needs the mobility as Jareem. Getting Holy Side kind of lowish. He knows there's a bubble available. Full burst of Holy Side does go for a bubble. And Jareem, at this point, I think it's over, right? Trying to shut him out all the time does give you just enough health, enough survivability to keep it going, though. Holy Side full damage at the right. Jareem, does he have a setup? It's going to be Ring of Fire. Maybe touching the magic soon. Got him some missiles. Hold on a second. You could be in his game right now. Jareem super low on health. Missiles to fall into Holy Side. Does rip apart the guy little by little. Holy had no help whatsoever. Needs to wait out until forbearance is over. For Jareem, he's just looking for an escape. Shield of Vengeance to cover Saya for a good bit. Jareem sitting down for some Mage for looking for the recovery. But at this point, I don't think the Mage has got much left. Does have himself a trinket looking for a poly. Holy Side shield no longer active. Polymer for after. I think he's going to have to go for Spell Warden maybe or Lay on Hands. Does get himself full. Lay on Hands. Nothing he can do. As Holy, it looks like doesn't play Spell Warding whatsoever this time around. What talent are you running instead of Spell Warding then? Because I feel like Lay on Hands wouldn't have been the play though. But maybe he's just expecting like a rogue to be up next. Maybe actually potentially, because there's gonna be Ratko up next. Because it's gonna be perfect. Has himself a blessing protection for the Death Mark. I keep trying to call it Death Chakram. I'm so used to hunters with their Death Chakram. I used to say Death Mark a lot too for rogues. I used to confuse Death Mark and Death Chakram a lot. Blessing a Spell Warden early? Wait a second. So you're already Spell Warden. Are you just using it for the rogue's poisons? Is that what it is? As Raka does go in for a trick and Holy Side is unable to really make any of his abilities connect, as it is going to be evasion with the Cloak of Shadows for Raka right after does go in for a Blessing of Saint. Either Sanctify or Sanctification. I don't know which blessing it is. I just call it Saint at this point. Ratko, not a lot of health available. Does go for a Death Marker. That's going to be full blind though. I think she get him out of stealth here in a bit, yeah? No! Yes, he does, though. Consecration does get him out in the open. Holy Saya hit with a blind. At least that is a full burst ability out of the rogue. And didn't get any value out of it. Ratka does get himself that escape. No, he doesn't. The eyes instead. I didn't realize he has eyes. Cheap shot to follow. Ratko, I think it's just over for you. He's got Pony. He's just able to connect. Gouge, maybe? No, it's just done. It's just done. That is so unfortunate, man. Oh my god. You got the gaming tinnitus? I do, Carl. I definitely do. Definitely do. How you doing, by the way, my guy? I like in Rogue. I say running that in the for Sark and some of the other through the logs because I wasn't in right this weekend. How do you do those thumbnails? Sword. I have a model viewer, but also like the WoW head model viewer works pretty well. If you can like remove the backgrounds or whatever, but you just basically get a character, put him in the armor, put it in your own background, and like the background and like all the effects and the icons or whatever, like those are some model and the icons are in-game assets. You can get those as well if you have the right tools. But the backgrounds and all that, Photoshop. Just kind of throw some together. Something that I like. Holy Sire with the shield of Venus, wings at the ready, touches the magic for Katarina though. Got himself a stun. Does Cat have himself a trinket is used? I was saying it could blink for some reason. Does miss a kick. Katarina hoping to maybe go full out damage, but Holy Sire got plenty of support, plenty of pressure onto Cat, but the all the time does reverse a lot of this damage. Katarina going in for a bit of a running away strat from the pillow, hoping to go for a poly, expecting Holy Sire to chase after. But the Paladin is instead looking for a bit of recovery behind the pillar. Cat got himself a bit of food. Hopefully, Holy Sire. Actually, he doesn't have food on his team at all, does he? So he's gonna have to go for a little bit of a longer game here. We're just sipping on mana at the very least, going for as much self-healing as possible. If only he had that flash of heal. That's not the insta version, but the one that you could spam up. That'd be pretty good for recovery. But it's a trinket, 14-day cooldown. You just press a trinket behind the pillar. What is that? Why does it say 14 days? Now he uses a trinket. Okay, I don't think trinkets are getting tracked by this UI at all, by the way. Trinkets, you can't track them whatsoever. This definitely does not have a trinket that's on cooldown for 14 days or anything. There's no shot. Touching the magic full burst. Holy Sire got plenty of pressure though. Shield of Vengeance to try to see if you just stay on top of Katarina the entire time. The recovery for Cat in Ice Block is decent at 36% dampening. And it's actually getting, I think it is getting hit by dampening now. Right? I think it used to be get hit by dampening because it used to go for full recovery. Now I think it is reduced by dampening. I don't remember that ever happening. Or that happening at least like 2 weeks ago, because we didn't really do duels last week. Stun into Cat, blink it into wall, doesn't really get to go nearly as far as they wanted to. Breath onto Poly, onto Holy Sire though, does at least help him set up some kind of a go with a touch of, not touch the Mage. Touch the Mage now? No, doesn't even get to. Actually does send it, but the bubbles up for Holy Sire is just crushing the Mage with his big old, what kind of weapon do you even got? A polearm? Hammer? I'm not even sure. Axe? I thought I saw it for a second, but I literally forgot it instantly. RWK. I'm gonna call with Rune. I'm gonna call with Rune because that is your name on Real ID. Full bleeds up on Holy Sire with Feral Frenzy and everything. Does catch a stun either way. They're right around the corner. Wall up for Rune with a blind to fall for Holy Sire. Just trying to see if he can mitigate the damage of a Feral Druid. Big bites without stun right after. Got himself Blade on hands. Does not have himself any other immunities. And the Shield of Vengeance does end up get to proc it back over the Feral Druid from those dots. You're running a sword. That's what it is. It looked like a mace for some reason. I think it's that lightning animation towards the tip of the sword that makes it look like the end of a hammer. Holy at no help whatsoever. Neither is Ruin. Trying to see if he can go for as much recovery while in bear form. Maybe even a couple of regrowths. Holy Sage just bleeding out to dots. Is it going to be enough for him to survive? Got some flash of lights, but he's barely doing anything for him. Stun on the Feral. Maybe your final chance to make something happen. But the dots together with the swarm, everything has set in. And Ruin does end up taking down the Paladin at the end of the day though. Well done, well done. Did everybody on Team 2 get to play, or did they just like AFK out? I think they might have AFK'd out, potentially. OnlyFang's gonna be up next. Rune trying to see if he can avoid the guy. The dude is gonna randomly swipe out in the open. Rune is kind of close to the man. There's at least gonna be an opportunity where he can go for a proper stun. If OnlyFang's is quick in the draw, he should be able to get over there to Rune, but the Rune does end up slowing him down. The bleeds are set in, and OnlyFang's at 49% dampening is actually going to feel some pressure from those. So close to swiping Rune out in the open, but doesn't quite get to. Finally, it pounds by Rune. Does finally go for a proper stun with an incarnation. Got himself a bit of a decent go. Bashed by Rune though with a trick out of Only. Trying to see if he can break out of the Rune, but the dots are set in for both of them. Both of them just go for regrowths immediately at the same time as both the Ferals are kind of behind, and Rune, I think, just might die. Swiftman doesn't do anything. Try to go for a stun, but it's complete yard. Maim, there's just nothing you can really do in this situation. On OnlyFangs is going to be able to take him out. Fudge is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can get himself a go versus him, but also Grifka. If he can somehow find a way just to measurably hit the Feral Druid, cheap shot, Garrote, maybe a stun, and then back away, let the dots kind of rot him down, he might be okay. Hold on a second. He's trying to go for a healing. Walls available. Put a stopgap to the damage over time that he's taking right now. Plus, needs to take as little damage as possible. But right now, the full Feral Frenzy with the maim to fall and everything. I mean, he does die anyway. He does die either way. But there's just no way for Plush to really fight Grifka at this point. Unless he trinkets, gets a trinket out of Grifka, catches himself a proper reset. Maybe he can make something work. Plus, just trying to see if he can escape, but Grifka's right on the open. Maybe hit him with Gouge. Does go road him as the blind is out for Grifka. Have himself with blades and everything. Plus, needs to make a play right now. Immediate trinket. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows. Cheat death. Still get hit by Shadow Strikes. Vanish to follow. He does get hit either way, though. I'm not sure if he came out of stealth or if he just got caught out with a Shadow Strike or something. I'm not even sure. But that's 3 for Holy Saya. Yeah, Calvin didn't get a chance to play at all, did he? I was gonna say for a second, what are the other guys? They didn't get a chance to play at all. He's got us as another going, yeah. Plush, let me know if you need more. Holy Saya, let me know if you need more. I'll get even more duels up and running. While I try to remember which ones I have saved and which ones I don't. Spirit nerfed? Oh, the spirit. So you know, like the Dawn of the Infinite Dungeon has like certain effects like spirit. It has a stat like a spirit. Need to? Okay, invite. I'll try to see if we can get some more groups going here for a little bit longer. I'll help Bizass first. Jayhawk is off. How's the other rogue? Fine by me. Get a little bit of variety in here then. Plush, just listen group yourself. I'll just help our Bizass real quickly here. Yeah. Pass lead before you go. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, homies, groups are listed. If you guys want to join us on the EU, you're more than welcome to. Duels are up in LFG. Find us over in the Raids Legacy section. This group is gonna need 3, and then Orlando, which Plush is gonna need 2. Then we'll get a group up and running here. But yeah, so in Dawn of the Infinite Mega Dungeon, there's some items that have like unique stats on them. So like Spirit is on a couple of pieces of gear there, but also there's like Demon's Bane, some Undead stat, Time Strike. They just nerfed Spirit a little bit, and I think the Spirit actually functions exactly as Spirit used to when like classes actually use Spirit on retail, like mana regen. What did they nerf about it, in fact? Nerfed the Spirit by 69%? What? And then they did the haste staff was nerfed by 26%, but RPPM increased. Wait. Okay. Alright. So I guess it procs a little more. 69% haste nerf though, a spirit nerf. That's kind of big. That's kind of huge. You see Gladiator stands data mine for discovery. I saw that it was data mine, but I want to see like the actual tooltip for it. All we saw is Gladiator stands and has like a bunch of abilities as like part of its aura. That's all I know. Yeah, let's get you in, my guy. Let's get you in here. So this group is gonna need, with you that's 3. I don't know if they're listed or not. Wait, are you in a group for something? Can't list if we... I can list. You know what? I don't need to list. I'm just gonna ask around. I don't need to list. Let me see who's on actually. Dipson. I don't. Who is Dipson? Who is Dipson? Jellies. Soul Shuffle. Oh yeah, go for it, my guy. Yeah, I should still be able to ask around and B tag at the very least. Naz. PvE friend. Okay. Necro. Hey, Necro. Wanna join Duels friend? Partner. Hold on. Invite me, bro, man. This group. Are you rogue? Rogue? Are you any rogue? Hold on. Is Karner on his rogue? Because I want to get you in, but if you're on the rogue, we would have 3 rogues with you in here. Got an alt? By chance? That you play? This wouldn't... 3 rogues. Yeah, I'll go Paladin. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you go on Paladin, then we'll have less rogues to worry about. That'll work out just fine. And then with you, we'll need one of Moss in here. Hey, Bliv. I'm gonna see if Bliv wants to join in. Otherwise... Oh! Hold on a second. Hey... Nemi. Wanna join 5V5 Duels friend? I miss Nemi. Is it EU or NA? It is EU today. We are doing this on the EU this evening. Done a couple of duels back to back though. So hopefully we'll get a couple of more this evening. We'll just need a Uno Mas for this team. And I think I only need like 1 or 2 for Team Plush. Can we join you? Yeah, more than welcome to Nicholas. I can't list the group unless it lists me right now. The group is listed. Find us in LFG Raids Legacy. So if you go to like Raids Legacy section and you type in 5 in the search, hit enter, you should be able to find us pretty easily. This will be the 5V5 1v1 DUELS group. The reason we posted in Raids Legacy is because like if you post in RBGs, we get a bunch of people that just like run out. They don't really read the part that says Duel. So we just throw it in Raids Legacy under Molten Core just so it's like super out of the way unless you're looking for it. Could someone link me Paladin 1v1 talents for Light from Holy Saya? Holy, can you link your like talents or like your armory in whenever he comes back? I guess, yeah. I'll ask him after that because he's gone for a second. But yeah, I can maybe see if you can like link his like stuff in Discord or something so you can take a look at his character and some of his loadouts. That could work. Or hold on, is Drustvar up to date? Because I might be able to find Holy Sai and Drustvar. Yeah, hold on. Got him, Holy Sai on Drustvar. Here we go. You should be able to see like his full loadout, his talents, what he's running. If it's not really showing, go to Wowhead, like copy showing Wowhead talents, then it should show what he's running like on Wowhead or whatever. I do that. So that works any. Okay. Blue wants to join in. So that actually could be a mage on this team or a mage on the other team. All good, all good. QVO-Series, yeah, well, I'm just chilling. I'll just be chilling. Oh, we actually got perks. Let's get you in here. So with this, we need still Uno Mas. Could get a Whack-A-Gnome, but I'm gonna wait for Obliv or the Warrior. Are you the Warrior? Okay. Hold on. I was about to hit you with an invite, but apparently not. Hold on. If you sign back up, I'll get you in. Got 5. Okay, we'll have to wait and have Obliv join in like whenever he's ready. I got the other team. Awesome. Works out for me. Works out, my guy. So we could just wait on Obliv. Obliv said a couple of minutes. Obliv needs like 1 more minute. And we'll see if Holy Sai is back after that. We'll wait for Obliv because he's a mage. He's a big pumper. Love seeing him. Dude, Calvin though, with Chrysler, pop it off, man. Pop it off with the Destro War. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Actually so good. That works out, my guy. You back? I was about to ask Holy, like, Holy, can you link your armory stuff on Discord on general tab? But we're actually chilling. We're good. Let's see you again. You back? All good, friend. Sounds good, Nibby. Hopefully we'll see you around more often, yeah? Got it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, my guy. And as soon as we get a blue, we'll be good to go. I do wonder what mages are gonna play now. Like, you guys are not really getting too many new things. But like that Frost here said looks pretty garbo. Like with Glacial Spike. I mean, Glacial Spike as a button's pretty good, but I feel like just having to play around that haymaker of a button, like, is that even gonna be worth it? I think more mages are gonna go arcane. Just because like the big missile setup, I feel like it's pretty easy to get going. But like that's the 2 specs that have like a 1 big cast that you have to have a big haymaker, and if you kick it, you're done. And a Berserker in a second. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be fire. The crit damage is good. I feel like you have to play fire at that point, yeah. Because like the others, at least I think arcane can get away with their big missile setup. I think for Frost, you go for like a big glacial and stuff. It's a little bit more difficult, but yeah. 7 Shamans. Fire is so much fun though. It is fun, don't get me wrong. I love seeing Arcane and Frost because I'm so used to Arcane and Frost being not the meta specs, right? Fire being everywhere. I'm used to that specifically, but you know. But yeah. Does it really matter if they're teaming up with Rogue? Does it matter what they're using if they're teaming up with Rogue? True. Like, honestly, they could just be rolling around naked, no spec selected. As long as they're with a Rogue, they're gonna be OP. Like, it's, yeah. That's a fair way of putting it. Fair. You know, I'm actually surprised I didn't see you guys play Outlaw, because you guys see how much damage I think can do in PTR? Anybody? Because there's quite a number. Same thing with the elemental shamans. Ooh, yeah, that Ele shaman in tier 7 looking pretty good, huh? That big Ele blast, and how much damage an Ele blast can do, and they can have like a mastery hit with it on top of it, and you can send like 3 of them, basically 4 of them at once. Fine, whatever. Got you, friend. I got you, friend. All right, we are beautiful. Team ready. Holy Saya leader. Team ready to queue. And we'll get you guys into. We haven't done Dalaran series, did we? Last one. We need uno mas, boys. We need an uno mas. One more from a homie. Uno mas. Let me see if Trix will join. Hey, Trix, wanna join? Let me see if Trix will join in. He's gonna be like, I got a spot. You're in. You're in. Add that extra pressure. Why is Rowan on level 1 priest and Argent Dawn? RP? Is that what it is? I keep forgetting our. Oh, that's Argent Dawn RP. Hold on a second. God, Rowan, I don't even know what you're doing in a level 1 priest. Wow, I wanna know. In Elven Forest, there's only one place you could be going as a level 1 priest in Elven Forest. Wait, no. Hold on, you might me. Unless you got one. Or if you found someone, let me know. Cause I could see if Shamtar was to join in. Hold on a second. I could see if Shamtar or SK. I could get him in here to Dev. How's it going down? What's up, Umud? How do my man? Is this EU or NA? This is EU. We're doing the NA duels tomorrow. Got the NA duels, you know? Funniest thing I saw in WoW Classic, WoW Hypos, this guy was trying to say Blade Flurry was from retail, and that Classic should stop copying retail on Mafia. Hold on. He said Blade Flurry is from retail. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? My man's. Sounds like a retail Andy. Or like a Cataclysm Andy or something. That or he did play back in Classic, back to Vanilla, and you just never opened up his talent tree. Or didn't look past like Assassination or Subtlety. Who's gonna tell him? I love it when people say some stuff. Like really out of pocket stuff, out of left field. We had a +1, but apparently they're gone. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, we need a little moss. Let me see if I can invite Sham maybe. Who was trying to join just now? I just missed you entirely. Hey Sham. Wanna join? Spell. Join 5V5 Duels, bud. I got one spot open. And his dev is already doing Crucible stuff, so I'll let him do his own thing. Tiv? Who's Tiv? Okay, so Trick said can't do tonight. Zeratul? Who is this? I don't even know how to say that name right, but I like the name Zeratul. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. What was on earlier? I saw somebody on earlier and I was like, I should ask them. Kalahari? I think it was Kalahari. I'm not sure. You got one more? I do have Zan. I do. Groups are listed in LFG if you want to join in. Group are listed in for Sepulcher, but should be Raid's Legacy section. Hopefully it works. But yeah, find us for Sepulcher or whatever in Raid's Legacy. It's like 8:50 in the morning and I just got into uni. That was the first Wahhead post I saw. You know what? I'm actually pretty much convinced. Hey, mom on YouTube. What's up, Whack? I do, my man. Yo, get you in here, my guy. Get you in here. 413 animal? Like scaling, right? I'm gonna hope you're scaling. I'm gonna push in here. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's get you guys queued. Do I have this? I do. Let's do the Dalaran sewers, man. Do you guys want to go to my sewers? Oh, good call, how are you? Hopefully it'll work. Unless you have an LOG thing. No, we're good. We're good. Beautiful. Okay, please by the time on your map. Yeah, for my time I am EU, but my time, I think my clock gives me NA time. Because it is only 6:54 my time right now. In fact, I have pizza waiting for me, dude. I can literally smell it. So I'm gonna be good on that in just a second here. Koopa with the killing spree? Okay, I am calling me impressed, calling me surprised. I want to see how it goes. Wish you the best. We do have a demon hunter, by the way. Kuketa. Somebody swapped out, I guess, yeah? Somebody swapped, or maybe didn't swap out? I'm not even sure. We got Whack, we got Dream. We actually don't have that too many of each class except for rogues. We have a lot of rogues and 2 mages, but each team got a little bit of variety. So that's the best that we could get. And out of it, that's about the best we could get. I don't remember if I saved this or not. Can I save it real quickly? I don't have a lot of time. But yeah, Jake, I'm convinced that people that post like the first post for Wowhead, like I am basically convinced that the person that posted first are just there for the meme. Which is the biggest meme post, and it's like a race. Who can get the meme the fastest, you know? Got us a dream over for the team 1. Kokata waiting their turn. Is that you right here? Oh! Is that the full set? Yo, that actually looks so good. That's a good looking set. We got Johnny gonna be first up versus Cooper. I was gonna say for a second, what are those ambushes? Is that just a straight up killing spree? This guy's just absolutely killing this man. With the Cloak of Shadows right after him. Sunder for just a moment, got us on the Blade Rush. And it's gonna be full burst where Johnny needs a little bit of damage, but I don't really know after that killing spree. Do you see how many strikes it in there? There's so many little hits of killing spree. Stunned right after as Whack a Gnome tried to see if he could blast out Koopa, had himself advantage with a grapple hook. So you could always escape. Got a dots burning him down little by little. I'm liking this like party thing you got going on. The shoulders, the hat, the jacket thing, the everything. Even the cloak got those rips. Even the pants got himself like a jacket kind of looking mog looking. Is that a pants or is that part of the cloak? Part of the chest. I'm not even sure. Got himself full this someone to whack him as he's gonna go for a full bleed. Koopa with a kidney shot, trying to see if he can maybe reset a full new killing spree at some point in the future. Going in for a little bit of damage, but he doesn't really have too much dots to get through, or at least bleeds compared to like Assassination subtlety to get through the armor nearly as easily. Big grapple hook. Whack a Gnome, does he have a leap to reconnect though? He doesn't. So for the rogue, it may be an opportunity to get himself a reset unless he's got bleeds writing down. Whack a Gnome does at least have himself a little bit of survivability, a little bit of defense. Cooper rolling for a buffs. I don't think he's got the craziest buffs or anything. I think he's got himself at least an ambush opener, maybe potentially kidney shot. Got himself killing spree coming up very, very soon. Maybe could have himself a killing spree go. Got himself killing spree, but the disarm comes out immediately, having to grapple out of it with a leap by the warrior stun. I think it just might be lights out. I didn't realize killing spree could just be interrupted with a disarm. I guess that makes sense. In fact, blade storm used to be disarmable. But I'm just still so weirded out. I'm still so used to killing spree like cannot be disarmed. Gouge, blind, stun, makes sense. Disarm, I don't expect for it to be that abrupt. The Koopa does try to see if he can get himself maybe a bit of damage. I don't know if he's running for a dance build or anything, but he does go, looks like for maybe just the all-in killing spree build. Got himself the auto attacks in the wall, the whacking of there's no way for him to reach him whatsoever. If anything, the auto attacks are eventually gonna rot you down. They're not gonna do a crazy amount of damage. You are gonna get slowed down, but eventually the dots or the autos, the swings, the poison hits too with the instant poison or wound poison are eventually gonna maybe make some kind of damage happen. Koopa does go in for a vanish with an ambush grapple hook after. Backing up does have himself a charge, but not close enough to catch up to Koopa. Blaze to maybe give himself a little bit more survivability. Koopa, I don't know if he got himself an evasion or not. May need an evasion. Definitely will need a trinket for the next stun. He wants to have a go. Gonna be a disarm onto the warrior. Kidney shot right after. Does have a bleed, rotting down. Mage Cloak of Shadows after it. There goes a full killing spree again, but just goes in for a big old execute at the end. With the blind at the end though too. Wait, he's a blinded and killing spree and everything? Huh. Wait a second. Is it just the arms warrior? Just the survivability with the armor? Or is it Grifka that may have blinded the guy? No, it just wasn't. Okay, that was confusing. To me, it looked like the blind after that killing spree shouldn't have landed, but I guess it did whack at him, trying to see if he could catch up a little bit of health off of Grifka. Stun right after. Grifka trick is just to go for like, what is it, a backstab at the end? Just a front stab. Plus does keep on top of Grifka to make sure he gets the sap as soon as the guy gets out of combat. Into a cheap shot. It's going to be a very DR. Plush with a Cloak of Shadows does go for a tricky. Griffin trying to go for a bit of Shadow Step to see if he can get away from the guy, but the dots and the slows are going to keep him completely slow to just... I don't even know what kind of slow that was just now. What was that? Massive secret technique to turn around to Plush though with a full cheap... Didn't even get a chance! Oh no, Plush didn't even get a chance! It looked like Plush was actually getting himself some kind of a setup. He had some massive slow on the guy for just a short second or two. And then Grifka just turning around immediately. I guess as soon as you... Do you even use a trinket? I'm not even sure if you use the trinket or not. Sapus Coquetta trying to see if he catch up to the rogue. Doesn't quite land next to the guy. Should hopefully be able to find him if you use a Spectral Sight, potentially. It looks like this guy did get himself a full new set of gear, so maybe we'll stand better of a chance compared to some of these other rogues. What was that damage? A blinded straight out of the killing spree. That's what it was? Okay, because it looked like... What is it? There was a killing spree, there was the execute, there was the blind. I'm surprised the execute went through then. I guess it just says execute is like an animation that kind of cannot really be cancelled out. Full burst out of Grifka with a start off of the hunt, does go for the blind to look for the reset. If Coquetta is fast enough, she'd be able to get on top of Grifka. Does somehow catch up to him. I don't even see you fall rush. Looks like you're just teleporting instead of fall rushing specifically. But maybe if he has himself some kind of dot, does get to catch up on Grifka. Look for Shadow Step, doesn't get to do whatsoever. Does Grifka have any dots on him though? Looks like he does. Summon definitely keep him in combat. Summon to Coquetta could go for a trinket in case he wanted to. Gorman's back for Grifka. Does do a little bit of damage. Second to think to fall off of that cheap trick. Coquetta might be in trouble. Oh! Just a full setup. He had a trinket, but I think he was just kind of waiting. Like, okay, that was the biggest burst of the rogue. Can't get worse than this. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. And then the Viscera comes out at the end and lands that crit, which is so perfect. Jareem should hopefully be able to take down Grifka here fairly easily, unless Grifka finds an escape right now. Sap around the corner. Why has a touch of the Magi with a Nether Tempest barraging him? And the man still caught a reset? You gotta be kidding me. Jareem was just like a global 2 away from taking down Grifka. Does get to AoE him out. Should be able to get maybe some kind of dot on the guy or something. As long as you get maybe a right angle blink with another Tempest, you might be okay. Arcane Orb doesn't quite connect. The Arcane Explosion doesn't either. And Jareem did pick up the eyes, but he just, I guess, didn't really see the Grifka kind of around the bend at all. That may, either he just like paying attention to the other far side. He did pick up the eyes though, right? He definitely did. Grifka with a sap, full first aid right after. Jareem technically I think still has a chance here. Grifka is not actually that behind. I was thinking he was a lot more behind. I know he doesn't have a trinket. It definitely is not a 14-day cooldown, but I don't really know what cooldown he does get. A trinket out by accident? Oh, is that what happened? I was gonna say, I thought Plush you just had it. I thought Plush honestly you had the entire duel in the bag, and then it's like, wait, you just turned around and stun. I thought you were good. The UI is pretty bad at tracking stuns though, to be honest. Jareem, I don't even know if he had to trinket at all. I don't even know if he had to do that. Wait, whoa! You got like the OG mug. The OG, what is it? The starter gear. Is that what it is? It is! That actually looks so good. Wow. I gotta go back and get the sets, honestly. Shadow Strike out of Grifka does go for the step right as he's mid-knock. Trying to go for a kick on Jareem. Doesn't quite connect. Perfect opportunity for Jareem to maybe make some kind of play, but a shadow mode, or a vanish rather, out of Grifka does have himself a second vanish in case he needs to. So he could get kind of aggressive here. All he has Jareem to deal with. This is going to be another Tempest onto the rogue with a touch of the magic. Grifka trying to see if he can maybe buy himself a bit of time, gouge with a blind right after just rotating CC. Waiting out for the ult time more than anything. Knockback out of the Mage yet again. Trying to go for Nova into Grifka. Does get disarmed. Doesn't really do anything for him. It is going to be a kick. No cloak available. Does go for a vanish. Trying to see if he can maybe commit a bit more damage. It's going to be shooting power out of Jareem. Does get interrupted there though. And Grifka just needs a little bit. That shadow sip with an eviscerate taking him out. How many was that for Grifka? 4? Okay, dude. Okay, dude. We gotta go again, man. We gotta go again. We can't just let a rogue run amok like that, dude. Blip didn't even get a chance to play. You gotta give my homie at least an opportunity here. Grifka. Oh, no, Grifka. Breeza, or Holy Saya, as well as Plush. Let me know if you guys are ready. I want to go at least uno mas if possible. Last one. How are we losing people like this? How are we losing people? Flush. What's happened? What's happening? Oh my god. Killing spree went while I walled, I think. Is that what it was? Maybe? We're ready? Okay, we're gonna need uno mas for Orlando here. Hold on. Who else can I ask my real ID? Because I feel like I just scour my real ID as is. Let's say ask like Chucky or something. I don't even know who Chucky is. Hold on. Is Nick around? Because I saw him earlier. Nicholas? No, Nick is gone. And I asked Trix, I asked Roween. Roween is Arpine, I think. Oh, let me see if Dev wants to join him. Lost Warrior. Hey Dev, wanna join Duels friend? Got a spot. We need a +1 too. Oh, you guys too? Okay, hold on. Let me ask on real ID, dude. Let me see if I can list on real, ask on real ID. While I do that, you guys list up. Maybe we'll get a +1 in here or two. Let me see if Tim wants to join in. Hey Tim. Let's see if I can get Tiv and maybe Dev. See what they say. Do most of my damage on the shaman, so probably did a lot of the same. Mastery? Do people stack mastery as outlaw? Because I was talking to a buddy of mine. I don't think you're gonna be stacking mastery. I think you're just gonna go crit. Oh, good friend. Oh, good friend. He's doing achievement stuff. Let's get an invite then. That I haven't like pestered tonight so far. Necro? Hold on, let me see if I can actually ask Necro. Not Nemi. There we go. Wanna wait, did I ask Necro already? I did! I did. I don't want to pester him twice. Limpania maybe? Hold on a second. Hey, wanna join Duels friend? Would be interesting with secondary would be best for a big killing spree because after Versa. Yeah, I think it's crit. I think it just go crit. I think it would go crit mostly for the crack shot and get in more crits from between the eyes because that'll do a ton of your damage. But if you're looking for a killing spree, technically haste does let you condense it quicker, so like you get a lot more value out of it, right? So you spend less time in killing spree but still get the same amount of damage. Kind of like how Demon Hunter I-Beam works. I think haste would technically make it burst here, but I think it would just go crit. Honestly, what's up, Gal? Hey, my man. Did ever balloon nerfs of dreaming? Did they nerf everyone some more? I see that they nerfed add-on efficiency farm of dream seeds or whatever, or they nerfed. Oh, there's an add-on for efficiency farming. Never mind. That's I thought it was the nerf. Sure, but I can promise it'll be good. Not the best PvPer. Up to your friend. Hey, it's only if you. Let's see what Tip says. We gotta go. All good, friend. All good. So we'll still need like a +1 for your team. Yeah. Ask Obliv if he's coming back. Wait, is Obliv gone? Wait, did Obliv leave? Okay, well if Obliv left as well, how many you guys got? Was Obliv left? Let me ask. Because if it was Obliv that left, I could be like, yo. Oh, well, so let me ask. I was going to say, let me ask Kiosco. But my man Abe ain't online. Who is Chucky? I keep seeing Chucky over and over. That's pretty sick. It's pretty fun. I just wait until season 3 stuff. Now Paladin level 3. I think we'll just call it. I think we will just call it then. TY for coming friend. Boys, we're just gonna call it. We're just gonna call it. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with these. I don't even know how many we got to do tonight because I was a little bit late today, but I felt like all of those were like really quick. Not a single one of them really dragged on. Except for one of my audios. I think it is a little bit like dragged on. Unlucky dude. All good, Limp. All good, man. Next week, yeah. Next week. Nightholder. I don't have anything that you would call as gear on this thing, friend. I got level 1 gray and white box. Yeah, this guy doesn't really have anything you can call gear, man. Have a good one. Yo, Gal, if you ever want to do some keys this season, by the way, my guy, hit me up. I'm down, dude. I'm down to help you get your weeklies out of the way and whatnot. And I'll be playing my alts and stuff. So if you want to do that like over the weekend or whatever, hit me up if you want to do any of the caps or whatever. Oh god, yeah, dude. Yeah, with Outlaw too, man. I think like I think we'll be finished fine. I'll let you know. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Up on the night that gives you rogue group mastery if you have both. I saw that. Yeah, it's like if you have a football, if you give everybody mastery. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I think it would probably run an on-use trinket. I don't think it will generally run an on-use trinket, but it is a spec where you might be able to. Because like you can have a dance go now with a crack shot specifically. But for killing spree, I guess it would run an on-use, yeah. I think it would have to. I wonder if it stacks. That is a good question. It probably doesn't, if I had to guess. Because it'll probably like, oh, we don't want you to run that as endgame deck. It's like a nice little, nifty little neck if you will get in the open world, but not like you needing that for endgame. I feel like that'd be kind of toxic if that was the case. Charlemagne trinket, yeah, get your Charlemagne trinkets, man, or get your time rift trinkets. They're really strong. Charlemagne trinket is good, or so is Doomhammer, basically same trinket. However, one is better for me is apparently the Finn one. I said my rogue, the Finn trinket is better. It's actually stronger, the Finn one from Fingley Murgleton, than my beacon. I'm not even joking. And I have a mythic beacon. Mythic beacon. And that other trinket is like 4,000 more DPS. It is insane. Put that together with the grenade, that's my best trinket combo. I'm not even kidding. Sim your character. Sim your character. Sim your trinket combos, all of them, right? So like plug in, like do optimizer, draw optimizer for time rifts, max gear, find the top 3 trinkets, and then do different trinket combinations, like put one trinket in one slot of your existing stuff, second slot, then try with the other trinket, then try trinket combos and see what it tells you. Because for me, let me show you. I want to see if I can find it really quickly because I should have it. Raid bots. Not Raid IO, raid bots. Is this it for my rogue? Yeah. This is gear compare. No, it's another drop optimizer. Yeah, because they're constantly updating it, but this is what my stuff spit out, right? My rogue, full gear, 450 beacon, all that stuff, right? And I decided to drop optimize a sim. And like the weapon as well as all of these trinkets are an upgrade for me. Doomhammer and Paracausal Fragment. But then later down, like an hour later, they did another update, so I decided to like also sim these trinkets and like which slot should I put them in? Like get both of them, get one, get the other, right? Pop them in different slots to see if it competes against Dragonflight Dispenser or Beacon. And it told me right now the Paracausal Fragment of the Thunderfin is better. Technically, I could run either one, but I'm gonna try this in dungeons. But these trinkets are really good, definitely OP. For one reason or another. And I decided to also check out like Dream Surge weapons and trinkets and all that. Apparently the weapons are pretty good. 450, especially if you can get them to 450. And that's pretty easy if you get even a modicum of like open world stuff done. I'm gonna be doing my ults that as well. I'm just really behind on flight stones. That's like the only thing that's really holding me back right now is not having enough flight stones. But yeah, it's actually kind of nuts. So my rogue is now running this as a setup. He got this weapon, he's got this trinket. And I'm doing like on Sims 150k DPS. It's insane. It's actually insane. So now, oh, wrong thing. Now you more or less know what my project is for tomorrow. But boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Tomorrow we got more duels over on the NA region. Hopefully we'll get my boy Chicago in there. Hopefully we'll get a Seavark in there, Night King, maybe even a Speed or potentially even Airless in there too. And all the other homies that I'm not naming like Mish, Boris, Flex. Oh, I'll get the homies in there, dude. Yo, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go get some food and chill, and then get some more work done. I'm mostly done. I'm mostly chilling. Damage of Arcane Blast reduced by 33%, Pyroblast by 31, and Frostbolt by 11. I love it. Wait, what? Wowhead note. Arcane Blast, Frostbolt now deal the same damage. Pyroblast does 27% more damage than the others, and so priority interrupt. Okay. But yeah, they needed to nerf those things. They needed to nerf. That was scary. It was, when you have 3 of those casters, it is scary. You would let Frostbolts go through, I think, and you just pop a defensive. And then the other 2 you're probably going to kick if you have 4 kicks, which hopefully you would. Unless you have a Demon Hunter with a Sounds Sigil, which would probably be the play. But yeah, thank you guys. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'll catch you guys all tomorrow, yeah? Peace.
Hey, yo, that's me. I run it like a track meet, a rap fiend. I set the bar high like an athlete. Step in the booth and Zach gon' drop that 808. Cause the vibe is dope and the beat is cracking. Now it's getting laced. I'm sharp as a razor blade. I can blow your mind like JFK. I do what I want. You ain't gonna box me in like David Blaine. We get it poppin', homie, day and night. Got the party jumping, about to break the ice. Stay up on my grind, that's my way of life. I got tunnel vision, I'ma chase that ray of light. And when the